surprise with special guest Mr. Eddy Brown. Join in and have some fun. This fat lady ain't done. The red paint is out and hitting this town. Surprise with special guest Mr. Eddy Brown. Join in and have some fun. This fat lady ain't done. The red paint is out and hit this town. Surprise with special guest Mr. Eddy Brown. Join in and have some fun. This fat lady ain't done. The red paint is out and hitting this town.
Hi guys, hey hey hey! How are we all doing? I hope you're all good. I hope you all can see me. Do you like our little intro for Eddy Brown? Saturday Night Live? I've always wanted to do that. It's Saturday Night Live! We've got Eddy! We've got Eddy! We've got Eddy! Yeah. He's on. He's on. You can hear him here. He's in green room. He's in green room there, ain't you, Eddy?
I'm in the green room with Grandad.
They can lock. He's locked in
I don't
green
know
room
what the
for a
fuck
minute.
we're actually doing here at the moment, though, boy. To be honest with you, I mean, why the fuck are we on this channel? Don't, Grandad, not now, please. Just leave us alone for a minute. Fucking hell, this is. I mean, I've told Grandad to keep his mouth shut. It's nice in this green room. I've got all the makeup artists are in here. It's fantastic. I'm really enjoying this.
Do you like the snacks?
I do. It's lovely. It's lovely.
Right, just a bit of things before we start. Mods, you know what you're doing, don't you? I fucking hope you do. Yeah, just anybody comes in, just tell me, mate. If not, I'll leave it to you. If you want ban them. I don't care. Right, and we'll have a little quick lookies in chat, Eddy. I'll put Eddy on the screen in a minute. We've got Peanut, Connor, Mr. S, Trisha, Keys, Amethyst, Andrasta Wolf, P, Slicky! Slicky's in the house! Slicky's in the house! Connie! Yeah, Tina, hey love! I'm shouting again. I'm all shouting, Anna. Like you can't hear me. Oh, hiya, Colette. Fucking hell. Be good, Colette. She's a dickhead. Right, just a couple of clips. First and foremost. Oh. What I want to do. Let's get rid of that. There we go. I hope you're all alright tonight. Booging on down. I just want to start with this one. I just quick listen to this.
So I might as well shout out Eddie Brownie's a liar as well one more time. Misogynist and a liar. Sleazy getting, nobody's actually met him, nobody knows him, but they think they, you know, he's a good sleazy getting, twister manipulator. Networker, yeah, I see you. Wouldn't want to be you. Stink like an old geezer.
Yeah, smooth talker. I just wanted to play that for simple reason. When he says nobody's ever seen him, nobody's ever met him. For this past couple of weeks, I'll just let y'all know, I've been chatting with Eddy. We've been doing video calls. We've been DMing each other, and I thought, why should I judge Eddy on what Scott says? This is because everybody loved Eddy before, when Scott loved him. Then Scott didn't like him, and everybody in his chat doesn't like Eddy, and they're going off what Scott's saying, and it's not right. So I've took the time out to get to know Eddy and make my own decisions on my thoughts on what I think of him. And actually, he's quite a good guy. So, up yours, Scott. Fuck you, wanker. No, he's a decent guy. He is, and I've asked him come on and get a few points across what he wants for to do, which is only fair. After Scott keeps taking, well, he thinks he's taking piss. He's not taking the piss. He's just being fucking horrible, and there's no need for it at all. So that's me doing my own thing, getting to know somebody, and speaking to them personally on a one-to-one. And my thoughts on him now. Well, I never didn't like him. It was just a couple of comments what he said, but all that's been sorted. He was man enough to apologise and say he was in the wrong, and all that's been put behind us. We're grown-ups, we're adults, and that's all in the past now. But Scott's not a grown-up, and he's not an adult. He's a fucking man-child. That's what he is. Man-child. So, fuck you, Scott. Fuck you. You're a cunt. I'm off already. My hubby's 8 tonight, so my dog's going to be in an out and back. And is it that BKFC, that bare knuckle fighting? There's called only 5 of them going. There's fucking 25 of them going on one of them, you know, big fancy buzzes where they have kitchen on and all that. What footballers have? They've hired one of them and all gone one of them, watching his mates. Andy Bay, well, he's his mate. He's one of promoters there. So anyway, that's where my hubby is. Not that you needed no, but I've just got some notes here. I'm going to get Eddy on there because I know you're all waiting of him. Because you don't really want me tonight. You want fucking Eddy. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And he is the man. The main man. Hi, Eddy. I'll just click that one off there.
Hello, can you hear me all right?
We all
yes, I think.
Yay! Hang on. Wait. Eddy! Applause.
I thought we agreed we weren't going to do that. Very good. Hello, Andy. Hello. Andy, welcome to Eddy's Final Break. Welcome to EVB, a square disc. Welcome to my channel. Oh, no, it's your channel.
Thanks for having me.
It's lovely. It's really lovely to be here. Hello, everybody. I've got the chats up as well. I don't know how delayed the chats are. I mean, you think it's about a minute behind. I don't know.
Ignore him, Eddy.
But it'd be nice for me to see that. And everyone so far has been really nice. So hello to everybody. How are you doing, Andy?
I'm good. I'm partying in my party dress tonight.
You look stunning. You look absolutely amazing. You
get
really
the boobs going and everything. Get the views. I feel
I
like
do.
I'm on a
I
night
try. I
out.
try.
I'm on a night out. Yeah.
I like that. I actually enjoyed that little opening clip because I didn't know you was going to play that. And isn't it weird that we've been talking about many, many things? And obviously, one of the things we've been talking about is the nonsense coming from the other channel. And
Nonsense.
I think it is quite important to talk about that as well tonight. And there's so much we can talk about. Can I just, before we do get going,
You
I
can
do want to
do
start by saying,
you can do whatever you want.
oh, thanks,
The
Andy.
floor is
Thank you.
yours.
Look, what I want to say is to everybody is that really we're here. We've all met because of one person. The tragic ending of a life that should never have happened, in my opinion, and that's Nicola Bulley. And may she rest in peace. And let's not forget, we're all here because of her, all of us. You know, none of us would have met, none of us. That includes those channels that I didn't get on with, those channels that I dug out really early on. The Michelle in the Darks, for example. Early on, of course, we all got on very well with Jessup and his many channels.
Yeah.
But I mean, things have taken a turn for the worse. But what's fascinating is, even though that he's panicking and shitting himself, I mean, I've already seen and heard a lot of what he said on Twitch with the build up of this chat we've got today.
Well, I've not
Uh,
seen anything. I refuse to watch him. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I'm on
it's.
twice up there. Well,
I think it's important if we're going to talk about someone to actually get some of his context of what he's saying. I also think I think it's valuable, really. So I want to thank the people that have been sending me clips of some of the stuff that's been coming out of his mouth, because that has led us to be where we are today.
well, yeah.
So I don't just say hello to people that are, you know, love this channel and love you, Andy, but I'm going to talk to the people that love his
Don't,
channel as well. And even
don't
though,
laugh.
look, they're gonna
See,
absolutely hate us even
this
talking
was the
about.
thing at the beginning. I was saying the people in his chat that are jumping on, well, not jumping on the bandwagon, but joining in of they don't like me now. They don't. I haven't done anything personally to them. It's Scott I'm doing it to. So for them to
Yeah,
start judging me on things I'm saying about Scott because he's attacked me, I think's wrong
yeah.
because
I do. I think the other thing which has surprised me, about 3 weeks ago, I said to you that um, Scott being the way that he is, I said that he will probably reach out and apologise to everyone before even this stream can happen. I'm a bit surprised he hasn't done that. I am hearing through the grapevine that he's already reached out to Trisha and apologised to Trisha. But that's, I mean, I picked this 3 weeks ago when in fact he slammed me and said that he would never be doing that. But he's a true narcissist, and he will tell us we're the narcissists, we're the problem here. But I
yeah.
think it is important that, you know, a lot of the songs I've written, tongue in cheek, a lot of it has been
On it,
really about his
on it.
antics. There's been so many. I'm going to get a top 10. I might even release an album soon because it's enough for an album. But
I'm getting like that.
a
Don't
lot of
mind.
the stuff I've done. Listen, a lot of the stuff I've written is stuff that he's definitely done, definitely said. On his writing songs about stuff that's not happened, but he wants to happen. I mean, to write a song, which I heard the first few bars of it the other day about him wanting me to have a stroke and
Yeah,
die alone. This is it's like punk, Scott. That's what it is. And I know that I've been told you're going to record every single word and you're going to stop and start it and try and dissect, and you know, you're going to do what you do, and you're going to try and do it really smoothly. You're going to smile and say, I'm not getting eggy, but if anyone says you're getting eggy, they're going to be banned. You know, I mean, do you know what, Andy? I feel really bad about saying that he's turned into Alan Vinicum. Alan Vinicum was a lot better than this shit. I'll tell you now. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, every single thing that Alan
Alan
has
said
done, he has now done.
a few vile things about the burn baby
Mm,
burn with the kids and that, but Scott's
yeah.
just gone way beyond anything what Alan's done. I
So
think
what did
that.
we?
Oh, hang
I
on.
agree.
What? I did. Wait.
Have we,
Sorry.
have we got a
Quick.
clip? Have we got a clip?
Oh, quick fire questions. These questions are what? They're only yes or no, and there's only, I think, 7.
Yeah.
Right. And for some reason, I don't know why, people are obsessed with this, right? Is your real name Eddie Brown? Yes or no?
Did my real name? My real name is Eddie. Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
right. So, have you hit 60 yet?
No.
Do you live in New Zealand?
Yes.
Is that the asylum what you're in now? Yeah. You're in no.
Yeah. This is the mental institute, and they're going to obviously come and take me away when this is all
That's it.
over. So
I love
thanks, matron, for letting me be here.
Are you a real
Just
Londoner? Are you a real Londoner? Are you from Essex?
I'm an East Londoner. Yeah,
East
I'm an
Londoner.
East Londoner.
Do you
Okay, I
know?
just want to say this. Can I
That's
just to
not.
answer that?
Wait, shut up. We're
I was
short
not.
straight this. Zip it, zip it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Do you
You
know
can let me
Ernie
answer
Buller?
or what?
Do you know Ernie Buller?
I've never met Ernie Bully. No.
Right. He's got a cock.
Showing TTs is Killy Bewick, evening Andy Eddy and chat.
Oh,
10 get your TTs out.
get your TTs out, Keely. Get your TTs. It's got a cock.
Hello, Keely. Is it? I think that he's delusional, and I think he's got that needs a much longer answer.
See,
It really does. We spoke.
these are yes or no questions, and you.
I know. I
Talk on the
know. Is he a
chloroform.
cock? He's,
Right. Are you a liar? Because Scott thinks you. Right.
yes, I'm a liar.
Right. The
No,
main
no, you're lying.
the main
Now.
question was, I think everybody in chat wants to know. The main question is, you've worked in radio back in the day, in them times, and what I really want to know is,
Back in the day.
are you a paedophile?
You worked in radio. Are you a paedophile?
Are you a
You know,
pedo?
this is, well, let me answer that.
There's a
Let me
link.
answer that. Okay, I'm going to answer that. Yes, Scott is a cock. Yeah. It's like everyone's a paedophile. Everyone's a
Everyone's
paedophile.
a
I'll tell you what I will say. I'll tell you what I will say on a serious note.
Oh,
There
yeah,
is
go
a
on.
very,
That's
very good
I'm
chance.
done there. You can
You're
chat.
done. Well,
You chat as much as you
well,
want.
okay. Well, shut up. Shut up. No, well, I'll tell you what I will say is there is a very good chance that the reason everyone's a paedophile because this is how he thinks, is there is a chance that something's happened in his youth, and we spoke about this, and I gave you my views on it. You know, I mean, if you think about some of the stuff that is said about Alan Binnicum and his years long stalking and just his crash bang wallop. I mean, Alan, if you're listening, hello to you. All right, this isn't going to be an Alan Binnicum bash. All right, and when I've said in my songs that Scott Jessup is turning into Alan Binnicum, I think really Dover, she's got a lot to do with that. She is the cacker of the Scott Jessup channels. I mean, every time he comes up with an idea, let's just make another channel, and every single channel is Scott Jessup, and he has to understand that. So where he says, oh, well, that's the B side, that's the C side, that's the D side, people generally know you as Scott Jessup. And I think, Andy, the reason he's buying subscribers now, and there's no doubt about that, I think it's because as people walk away, he doesn't want to dip back below a certain point. I mean, you've only got to look at his Twitch feed that had that incredible sort of status quo of 900. Have you? I mean, he's got, he had that 900 forever, and then there's the 400 bought followers on Twitch. Of course, he won't like me saying that, but that's what you're doing, Scott. And it's all very well you sitting there in your nan's room calling me a liar, but I tell you something, mate, you are the liar. You have lied about so much shit, and you have slandered so many people. And I said to Andy, I'm quite happy to come in. I don't care if he's going to start me and put me in a box and blow me up and make my nose bigger, make my chin bigger. I mean, when he's taken the piss out of the way people looked, when he's taken the piss about the way people look, has he looked in the fucking mirror? Has he looked in the fucking mirror? He looks like a combination of, Catweasel on one side and some old driveling fool on the other. You know,
when I-
Fagin from Oliver or something. He looks like Fagin and Catweasel, and yet he criticises the way people look.
yeah,
And you know, we're supposed to rise above this and be a bit more professional and everything. And you know, and I know there's going to be some you know harsh things said about what we talk about tonight. But I do think it's important to get this exposure out there so people know that we're doing it for one reason, and that is on this side of the fence. We're doing it to stand up against this thug, this bully, this narcissistic, misogynistic prick. And if we don't do that, if we just do nothing, because you know, if you look at Luke, for example, that's now being bashed by Scott Jessup. He's not being bashed by a super chuff or a battery exhausted, all of his other shit channels. He's being bashed by a man named Scott Jessup. And let's not forget that. Luke is doing his thing. Whether we like it or not, he's doing his thing. But because Scott has no content, he's not a creator, he just says, well, I'll tell you what I'll do for my money tonight. I'll just nick someone else's shit, start it. I'll use my academic youth, you know, because he's stuck. I mean, I said to you yesterday, didn't I? This guy's stuck as like a 15, a 17-year-old. And, you know, I think it's good what you've said about him being a child, because he really is.
yeah.
And then part of me says, if he is, what are we doing here? You know, are we just picking on a child? I mean, we don't know this, but there's every chance that he's been sexually abused himself. And that's why everyone's a paedophile. That it could be something as trivial and not trivial that he's been sexually abused, but it could be something as simple as that, which has caused him to make the content he's making. It could be. I don't know what your view is on that, but that is my view.
Well, I know what we was on about earlier when you were saying it. If he just looks back at the beginning of the Nicola Bully, the way he looked, the way he acted, the way he spoke, because that's when I thought he was a genuinely nice guy. And if you look at the difference in him now, I'll play this clip. This was. Do you remember when I said last week where it was on Twitch earlier? He looked like he'd no sleep, he looked rough as out. And if I was there, I'd have told him to go to bed. I'll just play this. I'll just swap over now. You see that now?
Yeah.
If you want Nicola Bully's kids to sleep easy, why are you clipping the things I've said and putting them up on the internet so they exist there so Nicola Bully's kids can see them? Like, the worst bits.
Look, I'll just do it again.
If you want Nicola Bully's kids to sleep easy, why are you clipping the things I've said and putting them up on the internet so they exist there so Nicola Bully's kids can see them? Like, the worst bits.
He just looks...
Just play the beginning again, please.
Yeah.
If you want Nicola Bully's kids to sleep easy, why are you clipping the things I've said and putting them up on the internet so they exist there so Nicola Bully's kids can see them?
If you want Nicola Bully's kids to sleep... If you want them to sleep easy at night...
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about, Jessup? If you want them to sleep... I'm sorry, I'm a bit taken away by this because every time I think he can't get any lower, he'll get lower. He'll say to me, how dare you use pictures of Nicola Bully in a song, when he uses pictures of Nicola Bully whenever he wants. And if Nicola Bully's children, if you want them to rest easy at night...
Stop.
Are you Look, I'm sorry to say, so I don't say this word much, but are you a complete cunt, Jessup? Are you a complete and utter cunt? And I don't like that word. And for anyone in the chat room saying, Eddie,
I never used that word, but I tend to be using it.
Well, I mean, what does that one little clip tell you about this man? This is a man that has no filtration.
He's had no sleep.
Listen, he's unsupervised. He's unsupervised. Go and listen to my song, Unsupervised. The words in the song say it all. Here's a guy that's just, he turns his computer on every day. He rolls out of his nan's bed. He turns his computer on, and whatever comes out of his mouth, comes out of his mouth. But as long as you're giving him fucking money, and that's all he wants. And when I hear him just say what he's just said there, you know, if we, he's talking about all of us, if we want Nicola's children to rest at night, they're not going to fucking rest at night, you fucking prick. And I'll tell you why they're not. Because they have to grow up with the knowledge of some of the shit that you've said about their mother. About their mother. Who do you think you are? I have people say to me, Andy, you'd be surprised. They send me emails and they send me comments under the song saying, oh, that's so offensive to Scott Jessup. You know, how could you mention his nan in a song? What?
That is
What fucking planet?
that what you put in your song about turning in a grave is a turn of phrase. I've used it, and it's
Hey, you know what? You know what? I tell you what. He
that's
won't be
trying
able
to
to.
say that she'd be disgusted with you. It's not.
Yeah,
It won't. It's not
he won't be able
nasty.
to do this. No, he won't be able to do this, Andy, but I'll do it. I stand by my words that your nan, Jessup, will be turning in her fucking grave, mate. But you can't stand by your words about digging Nicola Bulley's dead body, a dead corpse up and having it fucked. You can't stand by that, Jessup. Oh, but I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. And I'll tell you what he's going to do. He's going to do a snort of cocaine before he goes on his live, and he's going to be super smooth. People know that I didn't really mean that. They look at Eddie getting upset. He's called me a cunt. Eddie's called me a cunt. That's what he's going to fucking do. And I tell you what. When you consider here's a man that's quite happy to say that Ernie Bully, because of his generation, the generation that probably sexually abused Scott Jessup, that's probably what's happened here. All of that generation, all of them are responsible for Nicola Bulley's death. The whole fucking lot of them. Jessup. Yeah. I tell you why Jessup is now taught. Let me just call him Jessup. It's easier than saying Scott Jessup. Because I don't want to call him any names. I don't want to call him Pooh and all the rest of it. I'll tell you why he says. Yeah. Eddie, how can you say that? You've called him a cunt. Sorry, Scott. I didn't mean to call you. I didn't mean to call you a cunt.
Scott,
I really meant. I meant
Scott,
narcissistic wanker. I didn't mean cunt. I meant misogynist. I think he's even mentioned about it's okay to slap a woman now. Did you hear that the other day?
I didn't know. I'd not heard that one.
Is it really, Scott? Is it all right? He said there's times when a woman may well need a slap, is what he said. Is there really, Scott? There's times when a woman needs a slap, right? Man almighty. I tell you what, you're a sicko. He's now going online and he's panicking that his YouTube channel will be taken down. I tell you what's going to happen with this video today. This is going to be the start, I hope, of many people that have got the confidence and the courage to come out and call this man out for what he is.
Yeah.
You've got delusional people in his chat rooms saying, isn't Eddie a bad person for mentioning your nan? But not one of them have got the balls to say to him, mind you, Scott, for you to say that Ernie Bully killed his own daughter, you'd like to fuck Louise, and let's dig up Nicola Bully's dead body and have that fucked. Is that respect for the Bully family? No. When I say you're a cunt, I don't call people cunt very often, Jessup. But you're right up there. You're right up there. And you know what you've done? You've asked me to come out. You've said, come on, Eddie, come out because I need more material. You know, the only way I'm going to earn more money, you know, him and his fucking money. His money that he gives drivels to charity, which isn't his fucking money, by the way. Yeah. It's people giving him money. People giving him money, and then he gives a tiny little bit of it to charity to go, look at me, but I don't want to talk about it. And it would be good if we can talk about Andras de Wolf as well tonight about this. So hello to you, Andras de Wolf. Good to see you here. But look, I mean, he gives his money. I'll tell you what he does with it. Yeah. What? What? AstroTurf, now you fuck off.
It's shit. AstroTurf, now you fuck off.
Yeah.
I love it.
Dumb. You know you are. Yeah. AstroTurf, now you fuck off. You know what? Sometimes my sentences. I couldn't think of anything else to say. But because I've got a clear, you know.
Because you couldn't think of what her name was, Andras de Wolf. You called her AstroTurf.
I know. Hey, you know what? Me and Andras de Wolf are really good friends now.
I know you are.
And we have some great chats.
There's a few people reached out to you and decided there's something digging in me here.
Oh, so it is.
I don't know what it is.
You know what I think it is? I think someone's. I hope you haven't left the. Did you left? You've left the tag in.
Oh, it's the zip
dress,
on the side. There's a zip on the side there. It's the zip bit.
Oh,
all right, sorry. I'm just fixing myself.
Come on, you look at all these people having a laugh in here. Look.
I think there's a lot of A lot of people now reached out to you and got their own views on you. They've spoke to you. What,
Yeah.
Baba? I've got dogs here as well, so
No, that's cool.
and they can see been able to see for themselves. What?
Oh, can I just while I see Regardation Police there, what a fabulous channel that is. I mean, very
Effie.
clever, absolutely brilliant,
We love it.
absolutely brilliant.
We love Effie.
Keep going. That is just terrific stuff you're doing. So hello to
He
you.
did that. He did a
But hello
full,
to everyone.
he did a
Oh,
full
I mean,
full film.
some of them are fantastic. They really
Yeah.
are. I
There's
mean,
a few. There's
I'm
a
not
few.
that creative.
There's a few channels popping up now.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
my
I
boots.
also think I just want to say hello as well to Genetic Code as well. That is really saying some, some good stuff, some solid stuff. Trying to get their point of view across as well. There's other really good channels out there that are deciding, hey, you know what? I think we should now all. It's not about standing up and bullying this man, because there's going to be a lot of people in his chat rooms going, "Oh, Scott's only one man, and you're loads of people, and you're bullying our lovely Scott." Listen, your lovely Scott is not well. He's not well. When he talks about me being a mental institute, when he talks about digging Nicola Bully's dead body up, when he talks about Ernie Bully killing, the love, his beautiful daughter, when he talks about that, when he talks about Louise the way that he does, when he talks about Nicola the way that he does,
Yeah.
and you say he's only one man. It's quite. I tell you what. I spoke to you, Andy, in the middle of the night about Alex Belfield, and I don't want to compare the two of them because they're chalk and cheese. But Alex Belfield is in prison for saying and doing a hell of a lot less than what you're doing, Scott. A hell of a lot less. But because you're puny on YouTube, you're puny, you're tiny. What you want to grow, you want to be careful what you wish for, Jessup. Because I tell you what, you're going to keep on buying subscribers and growing and growing and growing. I tell you what's going to happen. You're going to take yourself out. It's not. I'm not taking you out. Andy's not taking you out. We're not bad people. You're taking yourself out.
Well,
You need
yeah.
to take stock of what you're doing. I have said how sorry I feel for your mother, Scott. Your mother, who is either lying to you or she's delusional as well. But if look, I tell you what, my mother, if I was acting like you, my mother, rest in peace, she would be beside herself. She would wonder, what can I do for my son? He is completely lost the fucking plot. And that's what you've done. You don't go out. You've never got that fucking drone out the box, like I said you're not going to. You're all that, Scott. You're all that. You just ba. You're ba.
Rabbit.
And that's all you do.
What's that
You've
Jazz
got
and
nothing.
Dave song? Rabbit, 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 rabbit.
Fucking hell. But that clip you just played says it all. That is a man that kind of realizes what he's done, what he's said. It's been pulled and it's been uploaded by lots of people, and he's scared shit. I mean, you see one thing in his eyes. I saw fear in them eyes. Is what I saw. He's basically pleading with people. Please don't clip.
No sleep, drugged
Please
up
don't
to
clip my
eyeballs,
shit.
and just spewing nastiness. Like blaming people that clip, blaming them for clipping, and it's say I clip something what he said about Nicola Bully's kids or Nicola Bully, blaming us for her kids seeing it, not blaming himself for saying it. He shouldn't be saying it.
That's right. That's
So
right. See,
the people that
when I
clip
hear you
it's
talk,
their fault. How does
that's
it
right.
explain
When
that?
absolutely, Andy. When I hear you talk, you see, this is what I mean. I hear someone that is level-headed. You see, you don't need you're not a sheep, right? The people in his chat rooms, they're sheep.
I
They're the
pretend to be
people
one
who
for
should.
my husband.
Oh, right. Very good. Very good.
Well,
But I do think that it would be nice if he could maybe take some accountability about some of the stuff that he said.
but yeah, for what is
And I remember just, be responsible. I mean, if I was in his shoes, the advice I'd be giving him, if I was giving him advice, I mean, he's tried to give me advice, which is shit advice. But if I was to give him advice, it would be, listen, don't do any more lives. Don't do lives. Make videos and then edit the fuck out of them. Because when you speak, you don't even know what you're going to say. You have no idea what's coming out your mouth next, and that's because there's no script. Like I'm not scripted right now.
No.
And look, I've said the word "can," which I don't normally say, but
You
I'll
fucking,
stretch it so
fucking cunt.
that YouTube don't pick up on it. I was sent a message from someone saying that they'd been watching his Twitch and they're really worried for me because he said he's going to record everything I'm saying. Well, if that's what you're going to do, Jessup, please listen to these words. Stop being a cunt. That's what you should be. Stop it. Stop it. You're making a fucking
That's going to
fool
be
of
on one of his
yourself.
buttons, that slowed down. Cunt.
Yeah. Well, he slows it down. Well, let's just do it. Will I get away with writing a song called "Stop Being a Cunt"? Eddie, will you stop saying cunt?
I'll try.
Eddie,
I'll try and
you've
see
got
if
to
it goes
stop
through.
saying cunt, you know?
I've done a few. Cock's got through. First time I tried putting cock in a song, it wouldn't let it until I actually fucking subscribed to it. So I had to subscribe to so you know if I get the word cock in my songs.
Oh, did you? Did you?
Yeah, it wouldn't do
That's
it
another
just
thing. That's
normal.
another thing. He calls me a liar, and he says that I
Oh,
use Suno. He actually comes into my chat rooms every now and again as himself, as one of his many channels. I mean, he's a troll as well. He's got lots of names. But,
a few clips calling you a liar. Let's have a look at this one. Hang on.
yeah, come on, let's do some more. Come on, let's do some more. I'm going to be reading some of the chats while you show this.
They're only little clips.
Great for you. And
Eddie
it's just funny
nailed
to be
it.
able to say one
Thank you.
little thing here about Eddie being a liar, and to know that he's going to be cross about that for 2 days, isn't he? Still cross now. He ain't going to stop being cross. It's just like these people haven't got anything good going in their lives, so they're cross at me. Do you know what I mean? Meanwhile, there's really bad people out there doing bad things. So you can tell the measure of these people.
You're doing really bad things. You're doing really bad things.
Like they're really going to spend their life being eggy at me. What for? I got a nice tip on my stream. We had a good time. I'm such a bad person.
Right.
Do you know what
Nice
I mean? It's like you want to go after some bad people, spend your time doing some actual, worthwhile shit. And if you got Bam's old friends sucking your balls, then you go and get your balls sucked by Bam's old friends. You all belong in the bin. And there's no bin anymore, so they need.
And is that even
no jokes. So I just had a sweet cat. I just literally threw out a bone for them. Yeah. Take that bone and suck it. Like he told you to buy it. So now you just go do it. Wait for you.
Set that bone.
Patronising.
Yeah.
Patronising, condescending twat.
Like
he's telling everyone.
I don't know who he's on about who he's thrown a bone to, but he's not. I think him being the cock that he is, he thinks he's thrown us a bone so like we can do content about him, but he's no one's.
Listen to what he's doing. Listen to what he's doing. Again, he's condescending. You know when someone does that little laugh when they're telling you something. You know that silly little.
But it's just a fake laugh.
It's a fake little laugh. He'll say something and he go, and they've got no content.
Yeah.
They've got no content. It's like a condescending, patronising, stupid little laugh to basically tell people.
There's bad people out there. Why don't they do something about that?
Yeah, there's bad people. There's bad people. Yes, Scott, you are right. There are bad people out there, but you're bad people. You are a bad person. Oh, Eddie's going to get upset because I called him a liar again. I tell you why I don't get upset with you calling me a liar. Is that I'm not a liar, so I don't need to get upset. Yeah. But when that clip, I don't know who got it, where he was trying to say, was it Keeley that put a clip up of him basically saying why he's not a liar? I mean, or was it Regardation Please? Someone did. It was absolutely fucking hilarious. I mean, it's just like, what the fuck? It's like, let me ask you a question, Andy, right? Let me ask you a question, right? Because I know we've spoke about this. What is it that we are trying to achieve here? Is this, I mean, I look at it as awareness. I look at it as standing up to these people, but where are you coming from? What's your angle?
But, well, my angle originally was because he'd been bad-mouthing me and called me all names under sun for nothing. Yeah, he says I attacked him first and I didn't, and I've looked and I've checked all my streams I've done and I've never attacked him up till him saying something about me. I just wanted to do that one stream to get my point across and my side of the story, that I weren't what he was saying I was. But then he carried on. So I thought, fuck
Yeah.
I'm not sitting back while you.
Mm.
If he'd have just left
No.
it then, fair enough. I'd have just carried on doing whatever content I were going to do. But because I had a few things lined up what I wanted for to do. But then it was just
Mm.
repeatedly doing it every day and didn't stop. So I thought, I'll just give as good as I get. I'm
Well,
not sitting.
you as
I'm
a
not sitting back
moderator,
while somebody bad bows me on internet to people, and then they all jump on
no.
bandwagon and start saying, "Oh yeah, this, yeah, that." You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, look, you as a moderator, I just want to say to Tricia, you're absolutely right there, by the way, about the 8 hours a day. It's more than that now, about the way people just are addicted to him. But you as a moderator for him, and I asked you yesterday, I said to you, how many times have you done this with him, like had one-to-one, just had a chat like we're chatting now, and you said never. I was
No,
really surprised about that. Really surprised. Never
no,
spoke to him.
never spoke to him. Never. So he's the one that's on the screen. How it says about you. Um, no, nobody's ever met you. Nobody's seen you in that lot. I've done this. We've done this in private, one to one, and I've got to know you that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah,
It's him that's
yeah.
on the screen, and nobody's got fuck no.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah,
He
is the one that's not.
he thinks he's the
Well,
big
I
I
look
am,
at.
and I don't have fuck speech to, you know what I mean? These little people. Because at the
Well,
end of
may
the
I
day,
remind?
he says they're just people on the internet. They're not just people on the
Yeah,
internet. The people that take the time
yeah,
out and come and
yeah,
do something
mm,
for you. Even the people in chat,
yeah,
they're taking their time out to come and tip you, to come and chat to people in your chat, to come and watch you.
yeah,
They're not just
yeah,
people on
yeah.
the internet. They're real people. So
Mm.
but he can't see it like that. He sees it as
No, he
they're just,
can't.
they're just people on the internet. It's social media for a reason. Social, isn't it? And he doesn't know
Yeah,
how to be social. He
yeah,
doesn't.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
not.
I agree. I agree. I don't know what people think of that about this whole thing, but I do think you're absolutely right. I think the lack of communication with him, where he can't have a one-on-one. He's. I don't think
Well,
he's capable of doing it.
what
Remember, I
about that?
told you.
Try and get you on. Do a live stream with him,
Well, I mean,
and
but may
everybody's
I
like, "Oh
remind
yeah, get
everyone?
Eddie on, get Eddie on." But
Yeah.
he
Well,
wouldn't reach. He would
absolutely.
not reach out to you. He wouldn't reach out to you
Yeah,
as
he did. But look, and he's still doing that. But I want to say this, and I say this to everyone, and you, Scott. There's only one person that's ever gone on your streams off cuff, and that's me.
mm,
When you keep calling someone a liar, they'd be too nervous to come onto a stream. They'd go, I can't do that because I could get caught out. The reason I'm quite happy to come on streams, anyone's stream, and including yours, is that I don't have anything to hide. I will just say what it is. When you
yeah,
went on trying to make me look like a liar over some silly fucking radio program that I recorded back in the late 90s, 1998, long before
P-Fab,
Mixcloud, long
Pedo,
before
Pedo.
YouTube.
Sorry,
Yeah, that's right. Pedo.
Pedo.
Pedo. How could you? Yeah, that's right. He used to work with all the pedos on radio. May I point out, Scott, that there's probably paedophiles in all walks of life, not just a couple that worked in radio.
Yeah,
So I do think that when he tried to start off by saying what a liar I was, it was so weak base. And when I explained how I recorded a radio program and eventually uploaded it many years later on Mixcloud, he couldn't grasp that. He couldn't grasp it, even though he knows, and this is what is crazy about him. He knows you can't just take a file and just flick it up on Mixcloud. He knows you can't take a file and flick it up on YouTube. He
yeah,
knows that it has to be converted. He knows it has to be recorded. He knows that. When I recorded those shows, because I couldn't open up the files that I was being sent, I never had any intention to ever put them out to anywhere. There was no Mixcloud didn't exist. It was years later I thought, you know what? I think I'll upload those old shows that I put onto a CD. I used to listen to them in the car. I used to put them on CD, burn them onto a CD, and then to convert them back and put them onto Mixcloud. Hey, so what? So fucking what? That doesn't make me a liar. It
yeah,
makes you an idiot, Jessica. That's what it makes. It makes you an idiot for picking up on such a strange, silly little nothing,
yeah.
which again, you've been proved wrong. So Andy, what I was going to say to you was, with regards to him going on about digging Nicola Bullies, I'm sorry for saying this, because it actually upsets me every time I say it. But, in relation to him talking about digging Nicola's dead corpse up and having it fucked, I just wanted to say this. Does anyone really need me to answer that? Do I really need to defend myself? He's saying what a sick bastard I am for having them thoughts when he has them thoughts.
He thought
And what
it.
they'll do is now, little Chris will just throw him another 99 pence. I mean, that's what they do. Oh, yeah, Eddie's a sick bastard for thinking that. Eddie doesn't think that.
Eddie
You're
didn't
the
think
fucking
it.
sick bastard. Fucking morons, eh? I
The-
mean,
them
I
thoughts,
tell you,
them
I mean, I
thoughts
think
are in his head, yeah, to say
it's
them.
just all in his head.
Yeah.
But should we not really look at that as a serious thing, that even though he is academic and he'll say long words like fundamental and hypothetical and even Thomas the Tank Engine, which is the longest word in my vocabulary. But I mean, shouldn't we really address the fact that he actually probably is stuck in that 17-year-old mind frame? And
Yeah.
that's why he's got all these hang-ups. Maybe it was 17. Maybe, I mean, he does a lot of maybe. I can't say this for sure because I wasn't there, but maybe he was sexually abused as a young lad. And if he has, Scott, if you have, get some help, mate.
Yeah.
Get some bloody help. Don't do this to yourself on the internet. Don't. You're ridiculous. You've got no shame. You're absolutely fucking embarrassing yourself, mate. You're an embarrassment. Luke has got the right idea in many ways. Doesn't reply. He knows it's all going on.
Just ignores him.
Peter Fording. Hello to you, Peter. I know that you're watching tonight. Peter Fording knows.
Hi, Peter.
Yes, I want to say hello to him and hello to you and your family and and your unit that you've got there down in the south in England there. I know that Peter is horrified that Jessup is openly saying that Peter has murdered people and has had people murdered and thrown in the river. Oh, nothing to see here then. Just give me your money, right? Give me your fucking money. All I'm saying is that Peter's a murderer. He can't hide behind this as a joke. He just can't.
No,
You can't keep saying this shit.
Goes too far. There's no
I'll tell you what it is. It's a line that even as a joke. I mean, when you hear Frankie Boyle, jokes,
it's something you don't.
You hear Frankie Boyle's jokes, and you think, oh my God, did he just say that? And he gets away with it because it's comedy. But what you're doing, Jessup, is not funny.
Not comedy.
And I know that there's going to be people in your chats right now while you're dissecting this and stopping and starting and all the rest of it. They're going to be throwing a little bit more money at you. You're going to be buying some more subscribers. People are going to be going, oh, Scott, look, you're super, whatever is, what is it? Super shit. I don't even know what his fucking channel, I keep getting confused what his channel name is. Super shit channels, got another 300 subscribers. Yes, that's $29.95. That's $29.95. That's what it is. Do you know what? Last night he bought more subscribers than my channel has subscribers. And yet my view count on just my music alone is triple, quadruple what he gets. I've got one song that's got over 50,000 views, just one music video. This guy, and I don't want to grow. I don't care. He keeps going on about why did Eddie close his channel? I closed my channel, you knobhead, because I was getting tired of people only being attached to me because of Nicola Bully. Do you not understand that, you fucking arse? Do you not get that? I don't need excuses. Oh, but he tapped on and he said he did it by accident. I'm going to tell you this now. When I was getting all these subscribers because it was Nicola Bully, I decided that my little music channel was like it was lost. It was lost. All they wanted to talk about was Nicola Bully. If you, Andy, just spoke about Nicola Bully, you would get loads and loads and loads of people attach themselves to your channel. You honestly would. I'm sorry I can't read all these comments. I hope you're reading them. I mean,
I'm not. No, I'm looking for something because I've lost.
I'd like to.
I had everything lined up, but it's all.
Okay. Hello, Colette. Nice to see you there. And Blind B that said, look, there's some really good people that spend the time that come into these, and this is a more structured live stream. This isn't going to be a live stream for 9 hours when you don't even know. Trisha's right. People go into a stream for hours upon hours. They don't even know when they're going to be able to peel themselves away from the computer or their phone or a laptop. It's just what's Scott doing? What you guys have got to understand is whether you like these words or not, You are addicted, but you're addicted to a flipping dick. That's what you are. You are addicted to a dick. He's a
I'm,
fool,
I'm
and he's
addicted
not
to
doing you any good. Let me ask you something, Andy. When you, because I'm not letting you talk, right? Because you
I
normally do a
don't
lot of
mind. I
fucking
don't
talking.
mind me. I was just looking for
Fucking
something.
listen, right? Hey, I love
Fucking
it. Can you
listen
play
to
that?
it.
Can you play that?
Oh, me.
Absolutely love it. But
Ah,
I wanted to know, when you said that you was watching him for hours upon hours upon hours,
yeah.
what was the breaking point? What happened to you where you said, "What am I fucking doing? What am I fucking doing?" What was that point? Can you remember that point?
The point was that I did send him a voice message with the when he was getting angry when Luke was doing the Peter Folding stuff, and I said to him, "You just seem angry all the time." And
Are you talking
that
about Luke's video that he did with
when he
like,
did that
when he done
when he did the interview with Peter Folding,
the first one, the first interview, or the second one, the
the
more
first one,
pro,
the
the
first
first one?
interview that what Luke did, and he just seemed mad all the time, and I thought, this is not what he used to be like. And I did leave him a voice
Yeah.
message saying, "You seem angry all the time," and that's when I started noticing and thinking, what am I doing? But obviously, because I was still a mod then, I stayed out of loyalty, I think, more than anything. And
Right.
then obviously he unmodded us to Christmas, but I still went in watching him, but not as much because I thought, well, I don't have to be there because I'm not a mod. But the less I watched him, the more the penny started dropping.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Then when I was going back
That's it.
in,
It's
I
interesting.
was thinking to
Listen,
myself, yeah, go on.
it is interesting, eh? I mean, because you see, you're on the other side of the fence. You've managed to break free from his absolute tribe, right? You've broken free. You've done that. You've managed to do that. There's other people that have managed to do that. I get a lot of messages from people. I get emails from people that say to me, I managed to break free. You're absolutely right. I was addicted to this man for some reason. I don't even know why. People saying to me,
That's
I
what it
used to
was
give him
like.
money.
It was like an addiction. It was like, oh, is he on
Yeah.
tonight? And it was. I'd have a look on
Mm.
Twitter, see if he put it on there, or see if he had a room in Discord for fan super chuff. If he was going live anywhere on his Twitch or Better
How do
Exhausted.
people? How do people have the time? How do people have the time? Like Dolly, right? Dover, the blow up doll one, not the
Oh,
real
oh.
one. How does she's offended? She's offended, right? Two things there. She's offended. I called her a blow up doll in a song. What I'm actually saying, if you can read between the lines, Dover, is that you're his puppet. You're just a puppet of Scott Jessup. How have you, Dover, got the fucking time to sit and follow him around like you're a little puppet? You remind me of someone named Lynn that used to follow Alan Partridge around on
Oh,
his
I
on his
remember Lynn.
programs. Remember
Yeah,
Lynn? She used to just feel like
yeah.
she was like a little puppet. And by the way, I want to say a big hello to Lucy that got banned the other day from Jessup's channel. Poor Lucy got banned for just saying, "Do you know what? I kind of like Luke." If people don't know, Luke is break the ice, and he's a great guy. There's nothing wrong. I don't agree with everything he says, of
No,
course not. I don't
I
agree with
don't agree
everything
with
you
everything that
say,
he
Andy. But I mean, but you can be a creator. You can just be out there, right? It's free speech and all of that. But there is a line. I mean, if free speech starts to cause people harm. Let's go back to Nicola Bulley just for a second on that. Why doesn't Jessup understand that the content he's doing about Nicola Bulley is harming her family so much? He won't even let her rest in peace. He won't even let her rest in peace. The other day, he had a close-up of her face. He was zooming into her earlobe to see whether the earlobe looked the same as my fucking earlobe. Right? For fuck's sake, you fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. Yeah, I've actually got quite cute ears, I've been told. All right, Jessup? Unlike your long fucking face with your grey fucking catweasel beard. Look in the mirror, you child. Look in the fucking mirror. Before you start picking on people's looks, look in the fucking mirror. You look like an old man, an old straggly fucking idiot that just sits in. You're just in front of you. You are the keyboard warrior. You are it.
Are we having this?
Anyway, Andy, what I was going to say about the. Oh, do the laugh. Go and do it.
That just gets me.
Yeah. There's. Do you know what? From that alone,
It gets me every time. Though.
I wrote the song. He's having a breakdown on live stream because he fucking is. He's having
I'm going to play one of yours. I'm going to play one of your songs in a bit. Should we have one of your songs?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Do a song, please. Hello, Keys. Slinky's in there as well.
Let's see, where are you? Oh, you're there.
People find that very amusing. Very amusing.
What should we have?
Oh gosh. My latest one really says it all, right?
Do
And
we
it's not
actually
been
play-
created by Sunno. It's not been created by Sunno, actually. And look, it's down the bottom there. I can see it. Look, on your thing.
There.
I called him a snake in the grass because he is a snake in the grass. That's what he is. A slimy, sneaky snake in the grass. That's what he is. And the words are just, for me, when I wrote that, I write my songs on the toilet. I don't know if you know that. When I need a good shit, I take my pad and pen in the toilet. I sit down and I go, this is going to be a long shit, this one. And then I start making notes. Right, okay, what can I do? Yeah, Jessup, I think of you when I have a shit. That's right. Because you know the beauty of that, Andy? When I'm finished having a shit, I can flush him away. Rush. Down you go. Jessup's gone. And what I've got left with is these song lyrics, which I have to then condense and put into little bullet points. But I'm quite proud of Snake in the Grass. It's got a lot of views. A lot of people.
Right, I'll put that one on because I'm just going to grab a brew. I forgot to fetch my brewing with me. So let's all.
Yeah, go on. Let's all clap along. Let's all clap along. He has speed past this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So he ain't gonna tick 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 tick.
Get on, man.
You have to imagine he's singing the words, right?
Out with the old, with the new. Welcome to my unhinged party, do. I've got Red Fan, Little Chris and Mean Green too. Let's not forget the head of the crew, a new Kaka who wipes my bum, my rubber dog Dover, Dolly's mom, a gum pursuit. She's so ineffective. The benches turn me into the armchair detective. Ephemeral, enigmatic, and frivolous too. Capricious, loquacious, there's nothing you can't do. I lie so much, but you ain't got a clue. I'm superfluous through and through. Can't you see? I'm leading you astray. I'm laughing at you, hear what I say. You silly fools, I'm having a ball. Yeah, I'm looking down on you all. I could round you into thinking I'm true. You're all just shit on the bottom of my shoe. I'm a grifter, a pathetic little farce. I'm so sneaky, it's laid in the grass. Welcome back, Mel. Bish bash bosh. I have no morals, taking your dosh. I don't care how unwell you are. Give me your money, I need a new car. I never cared about Mickey, that much is true. I've been taking the piss out of you. You're all addicted to me, it's time to pay. Look at you fools, you can't get away. My nan is dead, I don't have to behave. If she knew me now, she'd turn in her grave. If she was alive, I'd drive her crazy. I've turned into a bum, and somebody lazy. Shut up, mommy, stop your whining. Every cloud has a silver lining. You don't know how lucky you are. Your son has grown into such a star. Can't you see? I'm leading you astray. I'm laughing at you, hear what I say. You silly fools, I'm having a ball. Yeah, I'm looking down on
say on Tuesday? Nate.
Capricious, loquacious, there's nothing you can
Love the
do.
long words. You got to love the long words.
But you
Yeah.
ain't got a clue. I'm superfluous through and through. Can't you see? I'm leading you astray. I'm
Yeah,
laughing at
lighters
you
in the
hear
air,
what
everyone.
I
That's
say.
right.
You silly fools, I'm having a ball. Yeah, I'm looking down on you all. I could knock you into thinking I'm true. You're all just shit on the bottom of my shoe. I'm a grifter, a pathetic little farce. I'm so sneaky, snake in the grass. I'm so sneaky, snake in the grass. I'm so sneaky, snake in the grass.
It's so nice to see so many people hitting that like button as well, which is really nice. So well done.
They're liking your song, Eddy. That's what it is.
You know what, Andy? I think that when he earlier today or last night, I was sent a clip. When I woke up, I watched some clips. So thanks very much. The person that sent me them clips, I won't name you on here, but thank you for the clips. He was going on about, out of all the channels that Eddy should choose to go on, he should choose Andy's. Why would you go on a fucking channel like that he's going on about? This is a real channel, Jessup. These are real people. These are people that actually care.
that what
These
he
are people
said?
that have got...
Of all the channels
Yeah.
you fucking on here.
Out of all the channels, why would you go on there? And he was going, this is the channel you should be on, my channel. Well, I did go on your channel, and you tried to ridicule me, you fuckwit. You tried
And
to ridicule me.
it
You look like an
changes
idiot.
it changes the narrative of what you're trying to say. Like he
He
did
does,
that
yeah.
Rasta Wolf in his chat when she was saying he talked about that money again, and he said, well, do you not think a better question is, do you think I'm a grifter or do you think I'm a narc?
Yeah, yeah.
He was changing
Well, I
it
mean,
back.
he bullies
It
people.
seems to-
Yeah, he bullies
I
people
would
because
just,
he knows that he's going to ban them. He knows it, like he done with Lucy. You know.
Eddie, can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Can you chat to this lot, because two of my dogs have escaped. I'm going to get them back in. So you're not mind chatting to me.
No, I'll carry on talking. Yeah,
You
that's all right.
you
Yeah,
carry on.
have you got leave? Have you got leave? I'm quite comfortable. You do know that I was a superstar on my channel. You do know that.
Right, well, I'll just put you on then, and you just chat. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Wow, God, I'm a bit big.
Do you not want me so big?
Yes. I'm on the full screen. This is amazing. Can everyone see my spot?
Take it away,
No,
Mr. Eddie Brown.
Yeah.
The floor is yours. I'll be
on.
back in a minute.
God, you still haven't gone yet. Will you just go, for crying out loud? Why are you not gone yet? Go and sort your dogs out. No, I think what a lot of people are now getting, and I think you're getting it as well in the chat rooms. And hello to you all, by the way. It's really nice. Look, that's where I did Loud in the Lounge. You know, it's in a fucking lounge. It's not a mental institute. It's a lounge. I haven't got Botox. I don't wear a wig. I haven't done anything. I'm just naturally growing old gracefully, which is what he should be doing, right? But listen, it's really nice to see the comments. I know that I'm a bit behind with the comments because I've just checked. It's a good 2 minutes. So, but it's really lovely that you're all here and you're showing a bit of support here on Andy's channel. When he goes on about this is the wrong channel to come on to, he don't know how wrong he is. This is absolutely the channel to come on to. Absolutely. And Trisha, I want to say hello to you. I'm hearing through the grapevine that Scott Jessup has reached out to you and apologised to you. I was speaking to Andy and I spoke to Andrasta Wolf quite some time ago about this, and a couple of others as well that don't have channels. And I said that what he will now do is he will start to come out and apologise. He's going to have to regroup. He knows that he's failing, he's falling apart. He knows that. So what he's going to do is he's going to start apologising. He's going to get you back on his side again. I mean, my advice is do what you want. But anyone that he comes after with these false apologies, just be careful. This narcissist he'll suck you back in, and then when he's ready, he'll spit you out. I think that was interesting as well. With Lucy, I've mentioned Lucy, and I know Lucy's probably watching this. I know she's not going to say anything in the chat rooms, but when Lucy got banned the other day, even Dover and Dolly's mum, Eddy doesn't even know it's not Dover and Dolly's mum, right? It's Dover and Dolly's mum. So fucking what, Dover? Dolly, whatever your fucking name is, right? So even Dover decided that maybe banning Lucy probably wasn't the best thing to do, you know, which I thought was interesting. And then after having a go at her, all because she said she liked Luke. Luke's not a bad guy, she said. And that was it. Jessup was off on one, banned her. And what happens from there? He then wants to unban her. Do you really think Lucy wants to watch your channel now after what you've said about her? She's not going to come back to your channel, you idiot. You know, you want me to come on. You want me to come on my channel and do talking. My channel is going to remain a music video channel. I will not be doing any of this that I'm doing here today. I'm really not. I see no point. I mean, it'd be wonderful to come on other people's chats and other people's channels and do that. I'll do these talks on their channels so that I can still get my point of view across without me having to take down a video that's unrelated to music. Do you not understand that, Jessup? You're back. You're back.
Yeah,
And
you
then
still want me.
Andy said how wonderful I was. Oh, sorry, you're back. Yeah, nice to see you.
Hang on, hey, move. Oh, they're active now.
Have you got the dogs? Have you got the dogs running around inside your room as well now?
Yeah, but Luke, come here.
All right, it's a lovely pink chair you've got there. Almost looks like look
Filthy.
at that. You know, I thought it was a toilet brush when you first brought it on, but no, it's a little white dog.
He's black now. He's not white anymore. But there's one still running about outside. But I've got trackers on them on my phone, so I'll just track him.
Right. Oh, I see. No, look, you know, I have also been speaking to you off camera with regards to Nicola Bulley, haven't we? And we've been discussing why I come up with what I come up with, which wasn't just like Jessup says, just some like he does, you know. I mean, do you remember when he done that Nicola Bulley case solved video? And it was, I mean, again, there's been other people that have done this. He's basically used a dead woman that's popular to get his point across about his animal sort of, you know, cruelty and all the rest of it. There's a couple of things wrong with that. First of all, his dog nearly died because he made a cocaine cake and they had to rush the dog to the vet. I mean, didn't care too much about your dog there. Oh, no, I'm talking about all the sheep in New Zealand and all the cows. I really care about all the sheep and the cows, but don't really give a fuck about my dog. Yeah. Right? And then the fact that he's just so just engulfed with just smoke all the time. Trisha made a very good point. I mean, she didn't want to relate it to him, but animals would be struggling. I made a video ages ago saying that your poor cat would come in and then the cat would be going and then it'd go out and then it'd get confused why it's left the room it wants to be in and it'd come back in and go back out, come back in. And now he's pretending to open the fucking window. Right? He doesn't open the window. He doesn't open his curtains.
When my husband used to smoke it, I have a conservatory built on caravan at bottom. And that's my husband's room. And he sits in there with the door shut. The door's coming into the caravan. But he has double French doors on the front of it, which he has open. And my dogs don't go in there when he's smoking at all.
Yeah.
But
well, what does that tell you?
He doesn't smoke. He'll have the odd joint every now and again. But that's because he's...
Yeah, but what would that tell you about someone that's in a... What does that tell you about someone that's in a confined room that gets angry with the cat wanting to come in all the time?
Yeah.
Right?
He's letting the cat
wants to come in because the cat wants to be in the room with the person. But when he gets in there, the cat can't fucking breathe. And he had a go at me for saying that. He said, how do you know about that? I do know about that. Of course I do. I mean, it stands to reason. If something can't breathe, it will want to get back out. Yeah. You know? So that's animal cruelty to a certain degree. What he done to his dog with his cocaine cake. You know, Brian Harvey, I want to mention Brian Harvey, and you know, I was getting a lot of people from Brian Harvey's channel that used to come along after Brian done a video about me, and if anyone comes up against this video today, hello to everybody from Brian Harvey's channel. I want to say this: Brian Harvey, as a teenager, made exactly the same comment that you did, Jessup, about how fun it is to take acid. He was such an influencer as a lead singer with E17. There was a young lady that was only 17, and she thought, well, my idol's taking acid. He said it's fun. She took it. She died. And I don't know whether you remember the articles and how much
I do,
it
yeah.
created such a stir. It created such a stir. Now Jessup has said it's fun to take acid. He doesn't look at himself as a influencer. Now I can excuse Brian Harvey in some ways because he was only a teenager himself. But you're not, Jessup. You're 42 years of age. It is not fun to take acid. It is not fun. It is dangerous. What the fuck are you talking about, man? You need, he's worried about being taken off the internet. This video today will be almost a log, a diary of some of the shit that he's said that's come out of his mouth. He said to me once, Eddie, you've got to apologise to Trisha Gelder for the things that you've said. You've got to apologise because you said that tarot cards is bollocks, and you need to apologise about taking the piss out of DV and all the rest of it. Fuck me, Scott. Look at the shit that you've now said about Trisha. It is little wonder that you're now trying to get on the right side and start and apologise. I hope to God that she says to herself, I tell you what, that's one step too far. Eddie may have said something once. You've just gone on and on. I mean...
He's bashed Trisha as much as he's bashed me. And he started bashing started on Trisha when Trisha made me a mod on her channel. Which
Why? What's his gain? What's his gain from that? I also think when the tips dry up as well, I know that I go on a lot about money. I think anyone should be able to give whoever they want their money. But if they knew, like, when he was saying Alan takes tips from Patreon and tips, and then he goes to, he wastes it on poker, and he calls him such a nonce and all the rest of it for doing that. And yet he's taking their money and he's buying drugs with it. He's buying subscribers with it. He's making cocaine cakes out of it. And then he gives this 10 quid every now and again to a charity and goes, look at me. It's like a combination of flashy and nicey. Look at me, I'm giving money to... I tell you what money you're giving to charity. You're giving money that you've nicked basically from the people. And that's why Mel got a mention. Because you take these people's money, right? If people want to give you money, do what you fucking want. If you're that delusional that you think his content is good about thrashing people, about all the work he's done for Nicola Bulley, right? All the work he's done for Nicola Bulley is trash. I tell you why no one reaches out to you, Jessup, is because you're vulgar. People reach out to me because I'm not. There's the difference.
Yeah.
People see me with integrity. I do not ever let slip what information people have given me, things that I've seen, people I've spoke to. I don't, when they say I honestly will talk to you on the phone, I will give you information, it can't go any further. You can use it, but you cannot say I trust people and people trust me. And having that faith in people, you've got loose lips, mate. That's what you've got. You just talk shit. And I don't care today that you've taken this video and you've trimmed it and you've got my face and you're going, look at his face. Look at all that shit. You're a childish little prick. You are. I think you're stuck in a 17-year-old's mind. I think you've had problems as a child. I think you were probably sexually abused at some point. That's why everyone's a paedophile. And what you do is you do the crocodile tears, the old crocodile tears. Here comes the tears. They're coming. Here comes the tears, everybody. Yeah, put me big. Here comes the tears. Please give me some money. Give me some fucking money.
Dogs outside there.
Have they given me money? Have they given me money yet? Have they? No, they've not given you money. Carry on crying. Give me your fucking money. That's what he does. That's what you do, Jessup. You're an absolute disgrace. This stream could go on for 5 hours and we could slaughter you for some of the things that you've said. I tell you what I'd like you to do, Jessup. You listen to me, all right? This is for you. You need to put out a public apology to Peter Fordin and his family and SGI for saying that he murders people and throws them in the river. You need to apologise because he does not murder people and he does not throw them in the river. You're a disgusting, vile parasite. You need to put a public apology out to Ernie Bully for saying that he killed his own daughter. You need to apologise to the Bully family and all connected. You need to seriously apologise and stop saying sexually explicit shit about Louise Cunningham. You need to actually apologise to Nicola herself, who you say you've got her back. If this is you having someone's back, I'd fucking dread to think how bad you are when you don't like someone. Well, I mean, we know what you're like with Alan Vinicum. A whole year of thrashing the fuck out of a 70-year-old. You're a disgrace. You should be in the cell next door to Alex Belfield. I knew I'd get the story all the way back to Alex Belfield. There you go. I've done it. I went right round the houses, and here we are.
And
back
here,
to
back
Alex
on.
Belfield. Fucking great. I like that. I like that clap. I'm going to use that. I think it's really good.
I like this.
But
I like that one. I like a big one.
wow!
I like a big whoa! Wow!
Yeah, so Trisha's saying that he mentioned me in his stream today. Sin, I know, I've got the clips, Trisha. He's basically, what he's done is he's a true narcissist. So what he's done is he's tried to, so he knew this was happening right now, and you see fear in his eyes. I looked at the clips from his Twitch that he's done.
I didn't know he was on. I didn't even know he was on.
Yeah, I got some really, really good. I mean, thank you. The person that sent them to me, they sent them in little 1 minute, 30-minute blocks, and
I get Licklands, but I've not had none. I don't think anybody's. I don't think any of our lot knew that he was on. I think they've even give up checking.
Yeah,
they're not.
Do you know? I thought, well, when I was watching the clips, I thought to myself, again, this is fear. This is not him being angry with me. I mean, at that point, I hadn't said anything. I'm saying everything now that he's a cunt.
Sing it.
Eddie, can you stop saying that word, cunt?
Can you stop saying cunt?
Actually, make a cup of tea, Grandad. We'll have baked tart.
I've got.
But no, I do think that he's got a lot to answer for, and he'll do one or two things with this. He will. I love the way I get. Did I tell you I get all these messages from people that really, really like me, and they go, Eddie, I'm so frightened he's going to go to the police. Go to the fucking police, you idiot. I'm asking you, Jessup. Go to the fucking police and play this video. Look what he said about me. Yeah, he's called me a cunt. That was from Regardation Police, that voice. Well done, Regardation Police. Right. Can you imagine going to the police station saying, "Yeah, I want to complain about Eddie Brown for calling me a cunt." Right. Oh, why did he say that, Mr. Jessup? Mr. Jessup, why did he say that? Well, all I said was that Ernie Bully killed his daughter. I mean, why is he getting so upset? I mean, all I said was I'd like to fuck her sister, Louise. That's all I said. I mean, why is Eddie so upset about that? It's like a delusional. It's like a madness. You've already touched on it. It's like he can say whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But the minute someone says the same to him, I'll give you an example, and I don't mean what I'm going to say now, but I'm going to say this because it's to make a point of how stupid it is, right? He says that Peter Fording kills people and throws them in the river for the benefit of his business. Yeah. But if I was to do a video and say, did you kill your nan for the benefit of your business so that your business could grow? People in his chat rooms would be going, Scott, Eddie said that you killed your nan. How could he be so cruel? What delusional state of mind are these people in?
Yeah.
I don't for 1 minute think that Scott Jessup killed his nan for the benefit of his business.
Yeah.
But do you really think Peter Fording murders people for the benefit of his business? Well, of course, he'll be sitting there going, yeah, I do. And of course, I've told you about his monotone. He's got this monotone drone. It just drones
not the
on.
Drone. I mean, the drone voice.
Yeah. No, did you see when I said he don't take the drone? Did you see when I said he doesn't take the drone out the box, and then he showed you this little, like, it was as big as a matchbox? He went, yeah, there's the drone. The drone's that big there, fucking drone. I mean, what the fuck? He realised the only problem with a drone is you've got to go out, And the thing just probably kept banging onto the ceiling. His mum was going, Scott, what are you doing with that fucking drone? Take it out. I can't go out, mummy. I'm wearing a bracelet.
Following ice cream.
I'm past my fucking hours.
That's what he was doing, following the ice cream van.
Following the ice cream van. But he didn't show it. He didn't show it because he knows the things he said. There are bad people out there. There's bad people out there. They'll come after you, Jessup. You dare show where you live on a drone, they'll go, oh, that's where he lives. I've had people come to me and say to me, do you want me to put a stop to this? And I've said, don't you fucking dare.
Yeah.
This is not I'm not a violent channel. We don't use violence.
No.
That is not acceptable, okay? We can do this in a different way. We can do it by ridiculing the prick, exposing the prick. We can do it with awareness songs.
Yeah.
We do not do people bodily harm, okay?
No.
But I'll tell you what, and I mean this, Andy, he's upset a lot of people. If I
Oh,
was
he
to
has.
show some of the emails I've got about some of the people he's upset, man almighty, I mean, he has no idea how many people he's upsetting out there. He's got no idea. And he will say, Eddie's a liar, he's upsetting people. Jessup, no one's upset with me, only your silly little clan, your little 5 or 6, your Red Fan and Mean Green, and, you know, Dover and Dolly's mum for calling her a blow-up doll. And she is a blow-up doll, that's what she is. In fact, I might even buy a blow-up doll and call it Dover. Blow it up. I'll put a hole in it and I'll just film it sort of, you know, going down slowly in the lounge. That's what I'll do. Dover and Dolly's mum. Dover and Dolly's mum. What a fucking silly name. I tell you what, Dolly, call yourself fucking Dolly, right? Mean
I've
Green.
always
That's
called
not
a
your
dollar.
fucking name.
I've always called a dollar.
Yeah, well, her name's Dolly then. What's this Dover and Dolly's mum shit? You know, going out, being a grifter on his channel, having a go at people in the chat rooms, banning people. Do you remember all the shit he used to say about, you know, Alan Vinnicum when Kaka used to, you know, block people and all the rest of it? And he went off his rocker about it, how bad that was. And now that's all he does.
He's
just
doing
bans
it
people
himself,
left, right, and centre. He's a clown. You're a clown, Jessup. That's what you are. You said that, you know, this is... the funny thing is when we pre-spoke today, before this, we weren't actually going to do a whole bash on you. But the more we talk about you, you are a vile human being. You're a vile human being. Absolute vile. I think we've done right to call him out for what he is. And
that's what I mean. All the niceties and the way he was at the beginning. Obviously, that was just a cover. That was just a show.
I don't think there's any subscribers in being too nice. I don't. There are some really good channels out there that get hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They don't buy them, Scott. They just get them. You know, people that go
Get off it.
camping and
1 minute.
go trekking, stuff like that. Yeah. All right. Oh, hello. Don't go down there. Oh, dear. What are you doing? What the fuck? What are you doing down there? What?
I'm gone, Baba.
Oh, what's the matter with the dog?
He's having a fit.
Oh, no.
He's epileptic.
Oh, bless him.
I knew this.
I hope my voice hasn't done this to him. Poor
No,
little
it's because
thing.
this is one that escaped, and he's got, when he gets too overexcited, because he's been escaped. So I'll just he's fine. I'll just hold him like this. You're all right.
Yeah. What's his name?
PJ, but I call him RP. So they get mixed up in chat when I say, all right, RP's having a fit, meaning little P, not the police, not RP regardation police.
Oh, what a lovely little thing! I didn't realise he had little fits like that. He's quite old, is he?
No, he's only 5. He's had him all his life.
Oh dear, gosh. Oh, that's so sweet. It's so sweet. It's so sweet seeing you cuddle the dog and the dog will feel safe in your arms. That's lovely. Really
it's just
is.
if I let him go, he flops about like a fish, you see. So I have to hold him.
Yeah, I understand. How long does it last for him? Like just a few minutes or something?
Yeah. It's sometimes it can be a couple of seconds. Sometimes it's his longest is John is about 7 minutes. Because they say anywhere going towards like the 10 is a bit thingy, but
and you can feel him sort of his heart beating and shaking and stuff like that.
And everything. You see,
oh yeah, I can. Bless him. Well, thank goodness he was inside when that happened and not outside.
That's why he's one with the tracker on. You see, when he does escape, then I can. I can pinpoint exactly where he is and get to him. You see. Yeah.
Oh, bless him. Oh, well, I hope he's all right.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
I had to have a dog put down many years ago. I had a collie and I had to put the dog down. And I said from the moment I put the dog down, I'll never have another dog. I was so brokenhearted. I mean, all these years later, after putting the dog down, I still think about the dog even now.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, me
very
and my
sad.
we've always had dogs. I've got 11 dogs. You know.
Have you really?
Yeah. I've
Goodness
got
me.
eight little ones that are in 8 small ones like him that are in here.
Right,
My husband has a
right,
Belgian Malinois, what is his work dog, but he takes work with him every day. And I have
right.
two Akitas what have a big run outside here. They're like outside dogs. They don't like being
Okay.
inside, but they're 14 now.
Right.
They're losing the teeth
Wow.
and everything. It's a shame.
Oh, wow. Gosh, that's so nice. I just felt so attached to the dog when I had to put my pet down that I can't live. I couldn't go through that again. There's a lot of people that go through that. I know some people, they what they do is they go straight back into buying another pet to sort of overshadow it. But I just
Yeah.
thought I just can't. So I've not had a pet since then. It
I'll
just
I'll
broke my heart.
I'd be lost without these lot. I would.
I'm sure. Yeah,
I
yeah,
would.
I'm sure. Well, I for one, Andy, and this is a fine example of what's just happened there with your dog and how you are with that dog. This is why, Scott, I chose to come on Andy's channel. She's a real person. She shows compassion and love and care and affection. That's what she does, right? You're the opposite to Andy. You're right. You're right for saying that Andy's the opposite to you, Scott. She is the opposite to you. You're vile and she's not. So, Andy, I want to, well done. You've actually moved me a bit there. So, I hope he's okay. I really do.
It's coming right. It's coming
Yeah,
round.
the other thing. Yeah. Listen, the other thing I was going to say was I was sent a clip the other day about this other guy that Scott picks on named Phil, and Phil was showing some.
Dark side, Phil, isn't it?
Is it Dark Side Phil?
Is it dark
Is that
side?
it? Might be. It might be.
That
Anyway,
gamer.
he was. Yeah. He was. Yes, and he was playing a game, and it was just so weird. Jessup was saying, "Look at this grifter playing a silly computer game, asking for money." And he was playing a computer game asking for money. That's that's the whole point of this thing. That's how disillusional he is. He lives in a fake world. I mean, he was going on the other day about being in a simulation, and he says, "Am I actually in a simulation where I'm being monitored?" and all the rest of it. He's having a nervous breakdown right in front of our very eyes. So, with that being said, should we not show a bit of compassion to this man? I mean, should there not be? We've exposed some of the things that we're annoyed about. Now, what about turning this round and saying, shouldn't this man be helped? Shouldn't this man actually get some help? Shouldn't his family try and help him? It can't be helped. Look, it can't be healthy with him online for 12, 15 hours a day, not sleeping, riddled with drugs, eating chippies and Coca-Cola. I mean, he's heading for an early grave.
Yeah.
He's 42. He looks 60. He looks older than me, for fuck's sake. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Look, I tell you what, Scott. I tell you what's really upset me about you is that there was a time when you was a little boy. You was like 6 and 7, and you were probably a lovely little boy. And something happened. Something happened to make you the way you are today. There's no doubt about that. Can't you see you're throwing your life away, sitting in your nan's room, online, for 12, 15, 20 hours a flipping day? You call them marathons. Can't you see that the people that are following you are in your chat rooms for them amount of hours as well? Can't you see what you're doing to them? Have you no respect or care for the people that care about you? I'm talking about the people that support you. I'm not going to pick on them. They're idiots, but I'm not going to pick on them. But where's your care for them? Do you think that me and Andy are going to be talking for 10 hours? We're not. We're doing a sensible time. Today's video will be a sensible time. And then I've got Sunday ahead of me. And, not Tricia, but Andy will wake up tomorrow and have her Sunday. She's not going to wake up tomorrow and click record again and away we go again for another 10 hours.
Be back in
Can't
here.
you see how wrong that?
Be back in here in this what I've got on now, not washed or anything. See, he's back in the room. He's back in the room.
Oh, lovely, lovely. See how soothing my voice was there. Look, I think it helped. I think it helped.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I called you a toilet brush. I didn't mean it. He's lovely. Really is lovely.
He's the Whiskey.
What
You're not playing with him now. Hang on, I'll pull myself back up here now.
it's there you are. He's all right.
I'm just
He
trying
wants
to
to
be
see
mature.
me. Wants to see me. Wants to see me. Look. He's got like a little human face, isn't he?
See? You see him all? Say hello.
Look at the hair. Look at the hair. The hair.
He's just full of
And the
slaver.
dog.
He's obviously he slavers loads when I end up piss wet through off him. All my dress is wet now and everything. He's good now.
So you didn't expect this tonight, did you? Or
Well,
yeah, your tonight, my tonight.
See, the thing is, if my husband had been here, there'd been none of the escaping or anything like that.
Right.
So, because he'd have been in there with them. But it's because they know I'm distracted. They've dug up. I've chicken wire all right bottom of my fence because I'm going. I got turkey on 20th, but my husband's not coming with me. But while he's at work, he said I don't want the dogs escaping while I'm at work. So I've chicken wire all right thingy, but because we've had a rain for a couple of days, that's why our Jim Bob is full of sludge up to here because he's dug under the fence, and then the smallest out of them all can get under. You see.
Yeah.
So now my job tomorrow is doing the fence again with the big fucking digging.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, I didn't realise you had that many dogs. That's amazing. Yeah. No, good on you. Good on you. What? So Andy, what is it that you know? I mean, I've spoke about.
He wants
I've spoke about his followers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What is it you feel about his followers? Being an ex-moderator that you were, what do you feel about?
I think because they watch him like I did so much, and that's all you watch. You don't really watch anything else. You're drawn to it, so you're it's like you're oblivious to what he's saying. It doesn't matter what he's saying. It just seems normal to you. You think,
what message have you got for people that are still stuck in that?
Well, like
in
what
that mold?
But really, like what you said, just stop watching him for a bit. Just go and do something else, and then go back and see if you can
see how you feel.
Yeah.
I tried to, when I said that a long time ago, the point I was really making was that if you can't see that you're the one that will suffer long term, why, what I said was that he's not going anywhere. He's going to be there in 2 weeks. Why can't you just walk away just for 2 weeks, do something else, watch something else, choose a completely different creator, pick a different genre, do something completely different.
After I dwindled off and I was watching less and less of him, I was going more because I had like more time because I weren't modding for him. I was I was going watching Trisha more. And I was spending more time in her chat, and it's nice, chilled, and I think that got me away from it more. And then I started watching Netflix again and things like that,
Okay.
Which I don't have I have put my telly on about 10 o'clock at night. It's not on. I'm at home all day. I work from home. If I need work, if I need to do anything because he has his own company, you see. So if I need to do anything, it's all on computer here and that lot. But so I don't have my telly on while I'm here. I'll put it on about 10 o'clock, and I'll have a flick through Netflix or Prime. I don't have ordinary telly on. I don't watch any like your BBC.
I tell you, I think that's superb. Look, I think the fact that we're talking and we're communicating and we're bouncing off of each other backwards and forwards, people would get more out of a channel that does this sort of thing. People that are not frightened to just express themselves, express their emotion, and talk about things openly. Not just all rough. It's not all. I mean, it doesn't. Your streams don't always have to be about Jessup, for example.
No.
They can be about many things. But having guests on and talking to them. I mean, Luke tried that. He wants to have a guest on. He knows by bouncing off of people, if you have a two-way conversation, people can engage more in the chat rooms as well. They're kind of, when we're talking and we're saying things to each other, when you do it on your own, you miss things. And people in the chat rooms will be screaming at you. And if you miss it, you've missed it. But when you've got two people, the other person can pick you up and they can go, well, wait a minute, what about this? And it's another point of view. It's a better way. I mean, if we did a stream for 20 minutes, for example, every single morning, I'm not saying we're going to do this, but this is what I mean about addiction, but a healthy addiction. If we did a morning breakfast show in England time, like 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning till 9, half hour, what'll happen is people would just naturally, and I mean naturally, they'll go, oh, Andy and Eddy's on, you know, or
Yeah.
should it be Eddy and Andy? Should it be Eddy and Andy?
No, the
Andy and Eddy.
A becomes with A before E in the alphabet, so I'm
I
first.
knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to. All right.
I'm first.
I'm first. But what'll happen is that you'd find people would just, and your channel would just grow through the roof, but it would be a healthy growth.
Yeah.
So one of the points I made about why I closed my channel was that I found that I had a lot of subscribers that were negative, that were down. They were questioning all the time. They weren't happy with the content, always about Nicola Bully. But if you grow a channel, I mean, he's got, well, I don't know how many he's bought now. What's he had 10,000, didn't he, on Super Crapper? And I think he's bought 1,000.
He's 11,000.
He's on 11,000. Yeah, so he's bought 1,000. I think he bought 422.
Please come up with a name for us. Taking the square pish is fuck.
Taking the square pish. I like it. So square before pish. No, wait a minute. Andy before Eddy. No, that won't work. Taking the pish disc.
Yeah.
Taking the pish disc. But no, EVB. No, but I do think that people would warm to a channel that they're getting, and then you have to understand the reason I'm asking these questions about you and what you were doing in your channel.
Are you sure this? You're asking me questions. I'm only joking. Go on.
I know. But I mean, but the reason I was that it's about the community underneath the screen, right? I mean, when Jessup goes live, people are not even listening to him, I've noticed. They're just having a chat between themselves. If there was another channel, a decent channel, that was talking about any Nicola Bully as well, you know, you could cover lots of things about that. There's a lot of things that I still haven't said, information that I have that I've not spoke about. There's lots of things I've spoke to you about in private that you now know why I've been saying the things I've been saying. Yeah. And even you, in that little hour, you had a better understanding of where I'm coming from, for example. Yeah. So if you had a channel that was doing that, you would, again, like you've got now with these chat rooms. How many people have you got in chat today? I can't see a number.
On my chat thing, it doesn't tell me on here.
Okay. But there will be quite a few people in the chats, and that would grow. That community would grow. So, do you want a channel, a hate channel? Because that's what he's got. He's got a hate channel that then grows people that are also full of drama and hate.
92 in 90. Trish has just said
90.
90. Yeah.
See, when you look at his Twitch feed, he's got like 23 in there, you know, and then he uploads it to, and then he does another live of that one that's already been, and then he sits in his own live. I mean, he's so twisted. That's how he feels. That's a good way of doing it. But I say this again. It's for him. It's all about the money. He's got no grace. He'll just take money off of anybody. It don't matter if they're dying and they've got 3 weeks to live, or they've got Alzheimer's and they can't remember giving him $1,000. They wake up the next day, give him another $1,000. He'll just keep taking that money. That's what he's like. And I think there's got to be. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is that for people that are stuck, people that won't admit this because you're so full of hatred towards me now saying it, and there's a lot of people out there that are listening to my voice and they just hate the sight of me. They hate my voice. They're saying, how could he be so bad to Scott? I tell you now, guys, step away for a week, find something to do, play some music, go into Square Disc and play some music. Play some music. Don't subscribe. I don't care about that. Yeah. Play some music, go for walks, get some fresh air, you know, catch up with people that you've not caught up with for a long time because you're stuck in this rut of the Jessup channel. You know, this guy is buying subscribers. It's a fake quantity. You're wasting your time, all of yous. Yeah. But if you don't believe me, carry on. And what'll happen is, Andy, and I've not mentioned their names, I occasionally get, the reason I put my email address underneath my music videos occasionally is I get emails from people that have finally seen the light. Well, and they send me long emails.
I'll put my email on here now. On
Good, good. I suggest people do send you emails if you don't want to put it in comments. Send an email. You can trust Andy like you can trust me. If you sent an email to Andy and said, "Hey, this is how I'm feeling about it, but I don't want it to be expressed. Please don't say my name," Andy won't say anything,
yeah.
like I've not. And
Anything
there are a lot of
anything I
people.
get, I'm
Yeah,
I
mm,
I don't. If somebody says
yeah,
don't,
yeah.
Showing TTs is blind B. Great stream. 10 Get your TTs out.
yeah, your TTs ain't blind. You dirty cow.
Oh, that's his blind, is it? Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. So, I mean, I think that, I mean, I've said it before when I was talking about another channel a year ago, just basically reaching out and just taking money. And people had to go at me and said, "Who are you to say who can, who I should give my money to? Who are you to say who I can watch?" I think a lot of people miss the point there, Andy. And this is a good time
You
for me
know
to clear
what?
that up because,
I must admit, after you did that in
mm,
one of his Twitch streams, I went in and I tipped him, and I think I put something. This is
yeah.
for get. This is I'll tip you this for just for get on Eddie's nerves, and I did. I went in and tipped him, but that was my mindset, and
Well, I
it's
mean, I know a lot of
I
people
look
do
back
that.
then.
Little Chris does that.
I think
Yeah.
I want my fucking money back. Thanks.
Yeah, well, it's actually interesting because that's what little Chris actually said when he gave his 99 pence, sort of like, I've got this vision of little Chris, or whatever his name. Look, Chris, your name is Chris, all right? It ain't fucking big Chris. It ain't little Chris. It's Chris, all right? And you keep giving 99 pence. Fucking round it up to a quid, you idiot. Fucking hell, man. I mean, can you imagine having 100 pennies and going, well, hold on, Scott, let me count out. I'm only going to give you 99. 1, 2, 3. Well, can't I just have the 100? No, you can only have 99 pence because Eddie's going to put it in his song, 99 pence. Because you can get something to rhyme with pence, but, it's a bit difficult with a pound, isn't it? But the point I'm making is yes, people can give their money to whoever they want and do that. Feel good about that. But when you actually analyse what's happening with that money, are you happy that the money you're giving him buys his drugs, buys his subscribers? Look at what he's doing with the money that you're giving.
I bought these and this and that when I got to.
Nice,
I bought.
nice. And look,
I got
I tell you what, I'd rather,
tips at me birthday of some girls in Discord, so
yeah.
I, I thought I
Well,
was.
if someone's going to do a stream and keep begging for money, because that's what he does. He'll say things like, "Look, I'm not going to beg for your money," and then he'll go, "I'm not going to beg for your money, but if you want to give me money, that's good, right?" So he'll do that sort of thing. He'll beg like that. But the point I'm making is if he's going to get 10 quid from you, and then he's going to go, "I've given 10 quid to the Children's Cancer Research Fund," right? Well, that's the 10 quid you've just given. Why don't you bypass the man in the middle and just give it to the Children's Cancer Research Fund? Why don't you feel good? Why do you want him to feel good about giving your 10 quid to the Children's Cancer? It's bollocks, But hey, listen, I don't care who people give their money to. I'd rather people come in here and give you their money, quite frankly. I really mean that. I think your stream is real. You're a real person. There's no negativity
Oh,
from you. You're
thanks.
saying how it is. You're saying how it is, Andy. And I mean that. And I for one, I love watching your streams. And because of the time difference, I don't get in there live. But, I'm going to try and make an effort and do that. But I do. I think that when I was talking about people going into other people's chat rooms, the point I was making is if you're going to go in and support, it wasn't about going in and watching that channel. It was about supporting their views. If you support Scott Jessop's views that her dad was responsible because of his actions in the 90s, is responsible for her death, don't come into my channel. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Now, what part of that doesn't sound normal? It sounds bloody normal to me. I mean, is it me? I said this to you in the night, didn't I? Is it me that's going fucking crazy? Is it just me? Am I not?
Are we fucking
Is it
mental?
fucking mental? It's me that's fucking mental. I can't honestly. But look, I'm really pleased that I've come on here today because it's not just about coming on here having my say. It's about supporting your channel. It's about supporting because we've not talked about Andrasta Wolf, and I wanted to just quickly say that I hope that Andrasta Wolf does make a video. Hello to you. I think that his behaviour towards you really shows his true character. He's the character of the man. that will, on one hand, say, well, I've been given all this money from these people. I'll give a bit of it to Andrastawolf, and then I'll tell everyone that's what I've done. And I will make her feel this big. I will embarrass her on my live stream.
Yeah.
And that's what I'll do. That's just cruel. It's not necessary. You know, if you're going to give someone some money, just give it to them. Just go, hey, listen, it's between me and you. I hope it helps. I'm sorry you're going for a bad time. That's it. Done.
Yeah.
You know, not bish, bash, bosh, Mel. You know, just give me your dosh. I don't care how unwell you are.
Yeah.
I mean, when I come up with these words on the toilet, I fucking mean it. I do. You know, this guy, I mean, I've got to write another song now. I've got to do it. I'll probably wait for his reaction to this shit. And then what I'll do is I'll show how shit his shit is about this shit. That's what I think I'll do. I'll do a song. I think I'll call it a shit sandwich without the bread. That's what I'll do. Something like that. But anyway.
Oh.
I've enjoyed being on here, and I've loved watching the
enjoyed-
chats go around.
I'm just looking at chat now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really nice to see it. Andrastawolf has just said that's what he did.
Yeah.
Yes, it is Andrastawolf. That's exactly
And
what he
it
did.
worked for. That's why I said it worked for her to like.
Well, it was cruel.
It was
and she has to now live.
It was pitting her between what he thinks are two teams, and
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
there's no team. If you want, like I've said, if you want watch him, go and watch him. I've not a problem with that. You'll come and watch me. Come and watch me. I'm
Yeah.
not bothered. There's no sides, but it's like you said. Why can't this see now what he's doing, what he is, what he's become, or what he's always
What
been?
he's
I don't know whether he's always been.
I think he's probably stepped up the drugs. I mean, I can only some of the things he comes out with, and that video you played right at the beginning, where he's looking into the camera, looking a real mess, and saying, "Why don't you want Nicola's children to sleep nicely at night?" How can someone be that delusional to say the things he's said? He's said them. We've not said them. He's said them. And then say, but don't you care about Nicola's children?
Yeah.
Don't you care about them poor little souls? I mean, just because I said about digging their mum's dead corpse up and having it fucked. I mean, I said that, but that was bad of me, and I don't want you to I've taken that video down. So you see what he's done? He's turned into the people. He projects. That's what he does. He projects who he is. And everything he's ever said about Alan Vinicum, he has actually done it now, and more. I think it's time for people to call him out, but call him out in a healthy way and say to him, if you're not well, because I don't think you are, what can we do to help you get better, to get back? You know, you say you're a hairdresser, right? You say you're a hairdresser. You say you was a good hairdresser. Why don't you do some streams where you get some, you know, cut all this shit, get some models in, and show how to cut hair, and do that. Do some tuition on that. That would get more viewers overnight than the shit that he does on Twitch.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you know. He goes on about his past. He shows you films going out.
Something productive. It's like, not just.
So
He just
before
wants
we come
to,
on,
he just wants to go on. He just wants to go on there, cause drama, because he thinks drama is where it is of getting views. And Bad
Well,
made
what about his members?
And Bad
What
made
about
it-
his members? Yeah. Well,
Because
the bad mouthing is what a child does. That's why I keep saying he's stuck in her youth. But where Alan used to go in Patreon and then say, come into Patreon and I'll tell you the rest, he's started saying that as well. He's started saying exactly the same as Alan Vinicum. Oh, well, I'll put that on members only, come into members only, and I was sent one of your members only. I was sent one of your members only. Man almighty, you really do show your true colours in your members only. I don't know how vile someone can be than you. You are vile, Jessup. Not you, Andy. You're not vile. I like you.
I'm vile.
I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at the camera at Jessup because I know that Jessup.
I'm so
I know that
vile.
he's cutting all this down.
I don't know, mate.
Absolutely love
I
it.
can laugh and joke about
Yeah.
it. He can't. That's the difference between us. I can actually take the piss out myself, mate. I don't need anybody else to do it.
People say to me that am I not upset with what he says about me, about
He's
being
saying
a liar? I just go. No one in my world knows him at all. No one I know in the real world, in my real world, knows him at all. No one watches him. I mean, my daughters have watched him for a very small period of time, and they've said to me, just don't take the bait. I mean, that would be the sort of thing that's happened with Peter Fordin and Luke, for example. They're both just going, he's so pathetic. It just doesn't even need what we're doing now. It's that pathetic. But
Yeah.
I'm going beyond that. I'm not just talking, Luke, if you're watching this, I'm not just talking about Scott Jessup here. I'm talking about the delusional people that are stuck in this rut. I'm trying to reach them people. I'm trying to get them to say, hey, you know what? What have I to lose? If I think Eddie's such a complete tosser, why don't I just turn Scott off for just 1 week, 1 day? Start with 1 day, guys. Just 1 day. Say to yourself tomorrow, I'm not going to watch Scott for 1 day. Just 1 day. Do something else for 1 day. Dover. I know you're a Dover the dopehead. I know you're a dopehead yourself. But why don't you just? She is. You know, while he's blowing her up. Yeah. I'm sorry to say. I know it appears I'm just taking a piss.
I'm
but
grunting.
taking a piss. Are you taking a piss? How's your little dog in there?
This is a different. This is a different one. This is our Tommy.
It's a different dog. It looks the fucking same.
No, he's a lot bigger.
Oh no, it's a different dog. It's that the hair's not as long. It's
No.
a different dog.
They're all
sweet.
they're all
Everyone
same. They're all same make.
They can all hear my voice and they want to come on. That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
I don't think he is very well, and I empathise with him. I suffer with mental health difference being I don't go online being judgmental and hypocritical. Thank you, Colette. That's a lovely way of putting that.
Claire, Tom. She's a dickhead. I'm joking.
No, look, I honestly mean this.
Critical.
I honestly mean this. If I have to show
someone,
Colette,
I love her really.
It says here, someone else has put in here, it is sometimes not easy in life when you have mental health. You do get stuck in a rut. So I agree with what you're saying, Eddie. Just take it a day at a time. And that's you're all funny.
You're all funny.
You're all funny, said that. So whoever that is, thank you for that message. And you know, I have been sort of watching the chats go up with some of the messages that are coming through, and generally, I think people are really nice in there, and
Yeah.
I've not seen anything negative at all. And I guess the reason we're not is that he's probably doing a live as we speak, and he's probably dissecting what we're saying, but in dribs and drabs, little tiny sections, like he does, the stop-start shit that he does. My recommendation for people, if you've got this far in Scott Jessup's channel and it's too late, you can't watch the live one here now, come across to this particular channel, Taking the Pish, and watch this flow. We spoke about this, Andy, didn't we? You people in Scott's channel that are saying, aren't you going to do anything about Alan tonight? Aren't you going to mention Luke tonight? Go into Rumble and watch Alan and make your own mind up. Go into Break the Ice and make your own mind up. I wouldn't eat grass soup, but it's a bit of fun as well. He's not being horrible and cruel. You know what I mean? I mean, why Scott would take this at me?
He actually went out and went to Chicago, Luke, didn't he?
I know he did. He left the house and went. He actually left the house, Scott.
Went
he actually went outside. You know the furthest Scott gets away from his computer? The toilet. The toilet. That's as far as he goes. Bog. And he don't even say he's going. He just gets up and walks away, doesn't he? Well, he just in the middle of full flow. He'd disappear, come back and just go, oosh and oosh and oosh. What the fuck? You're like a fucking child, man. You're like a fucking child. It's not always midnight. It's not always your left ear and your right ear. It's not always in mono. In fact, it's not midnight now. It's in glorious stereo. It's the opposite to the shit that you're saying. You are shit. You're generally shit. And if I was YouTube and I had an on-off button, I'd be going,
off.
I think I'll turn that channel off. Click, click. End of. That's what I would do. But you know, on a serious note, I do think that people that know Scott, people that are watching this that know Scott, that hate me for bringing this up, get this man some help. Because you might be surprised about this. I don't want to see him have a breakdown on
No.
his live stream. He's virtually having. I don't want to see that. I'm not a cruel person that I want to see him completely self-implode. I really am not that cruel. I'd like to see the guy get help. Get him some help. Get him back to the Scott that we used to love.
Yeah.
The guy that used to be funny, the guy that used to have ideas. You know, he had great ideas, but you've got to understand this brain of his is stuck in this 17-year-old where his academic skills now, where he's got this problem with politics and he's got this problem with all, like, the world is a cruel place, Scott. It's a cruel place. You can do one or two things, all right? You can share hate or you can share love. You're not doing yourself any favors. I don't care what you think of me. You know what I'm going to do when this is finished? I'm going to just upload some more songs. And these strangers that come into, people that from America, I'm getting a lot of people from America now that are coming into my Square Disc channel. They're just coming in listening to songs. They don't know any of this shit. They're not even going to come here and hear me talk like this. I'm doing this for you, Scott. It is called being cruel to be kind. You're a fuckwit, but you need some help. And I don't want to see you go down anymore. Don't be a fuckwit anymore.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Just
Be nice. Stop crying. Stop doing the fake tears. Stop begging for money. Stop nicking money. Stop buying subscribers. Stop being a narcissist. Stop talking about slapping women. Stop being a misogynist. Do some nice things in your world. Do something good. Go the fuck out. Go out. Fuck's sake. Go the fuck out. Jesus Christ, man. Have you got no friends? I know that I put the tourists up, the loneliest man in the world. Really? You're the loneliest man in the world, and the only friends you've got are people that egg you on. You're the school bully. They're just throwing you their fucking peanuts. Go on, Scott.
Yeah,
I
can see it. I can see it. That no, it's like when he said to the, well, when he said the other day, oh, they've bullying Alan. He was bullying Alan, and I said we were actually bullying Alan. We were just joining in with him bullying Alan. We was doing it. Well, I weren't really. I didn't like the nonce stuff, but Alan's grifting and poker and all that lot. Yeah, I did have my 2Ps with that, but it's like you get swept up in it. So I think that's why I was doing it. But I look back now and I think, what the fuck was I doing? What was I doing? What planet was I on? You know.
You can say that. I mean, early on when I supported his channel, and I would say there's other channels talking about Nicola Bully, and I mentioned Vicky Marie, Michelle in the Dark. I don't know why you have to talk about me. I don't like your channel. Now you can go and fuck off, and I mean it. Her, right? So I mentioned Vicky Marie. Hello, it's me, Vicky Marie. So there was Vicky Marie, there was Michelle in the Dark. I mentioned Scott Jessop's channel because at the time he was just basically doing what I'd done. It was a work in progress. He was just saying anything.
It was every day to see what more information had been put out there. And trying to piece together what had happened. And everybody wanted to know what had happened, what was going on, and had she been found, had she not been found? It was.
Yeah.
It went all over the world, really, didn't it, about her?
It did. She's brought a lot of people together. If the Bully family ever get to see this, it'd be easy. I mean, I've exposed everything.
Well, I said to you early on, before we come on stream, and you said everybody's together now and everybody's met each other. That's what they've met through.
Well, I wanted the Bully family should know that. The Bully family should know that, even though she's gone.
Some good. Because I've met some
good has come of it.
I've met some real fantastic people. I have, and people I call my best friends. And
well, you know what?
We
should give Nicola one of your claps. Have you got one of your claps? Can you do that for Nicola? Can you do that? I want you to give. I want everyone. I think Nicola deserves that. That's what I
For,
think Nicola
for bringing
deserves.
people together,
She
because
brought
that's what she did. She
He brought some really good people together, really good people, and hey, within that good people together, Scott was part of that, and
Yeah.
he was a good person, and he didn't.
Yeah.
Before that, his content was A, B, and C, but he realised that what was giving him money was Nicola Bully. Now you could have done one or two things there, Scott. You could have said to yourself, "Well, hold on a minute, you know, if I'm to care about this woman, you know, if I'm to really care about her, even if I do think." I mean, look at it like this. Why wasn't he saying to himself, even if I do think that Ernie Bully's responsible for his daughter's death, because I don't know that, I'm not going to put that
Not
out
got to
there
say
because
it.
that's cruel. He's a father is grieving for his daughter. You know, they say we should never bury our children. He's had to bury his child, and he's got two grandchildren that are missing their mother.
Yeah.
And you are basically saying, hey, kids, guess what? Your granddad did it. Your granddad did it. And I think for me, that's Nicola brought us all together. But there's got to be, within free speech, there's got to be a line drawn in the sand that, come on, man, that's not ethical. That's cruel. It's really unkind. It really is unkind. And I really believe that he now should stand up. I mean, he's already, I believe, started to reach out to Tricia from what I could make out in one of the 1 minute sort of clips I was sent. I believe that he needs to apologise to a lot of people. And the way he can do that is he can say, hey, Eddie was right. I was having a fucking mental breakdown on live stream, and I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Yeah.
That's what he should be doing. And do you know what? He'd regain a lot of people he lost. People would see him in a different light. He could start again. I would come on your streams, Scott. I would come on and talk to you. And I'd do just what I'm doing here with you. I would do that. And we'd talk about Nicola Bully. We'd do it in a different way. We won't do it like you're doing it.
Yeah.
You need to apologise to Ernie Bully. You need to apologise to her children. You need to apologise to Louise. You need to apologise to extended family and friends. And you need to apologise to Peter Fordin. Whether you like Peter Fordin or not, he's not a murderer, and you shouldn't be saying that on the internet. It is slanderous and it is wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm not a liar, and you are. So, you know, this could be I tell you what, Scott, this could be the first day of you drawing a line in the sand and saying, that was then, this is now. I want to move forward. I want to do some good. I want to change this hate vibe. I want to tell these people, I mean, I put the song out, didn't I, with, you know, these people that follow him, that egg him on. Don't egg me on. That was the point I was making in the song. Don't egg me on. Help me. You're not helping me. You're egging me on. You're making me the man I am. Them people should be just as ashamed of themselves. I mean, it's okay for Alan Vinicum to say the way he is. He gets very passionate and all the rest of it. My advice to Alan Vinicum is just walk off of a duck's back, mate. Just don't worry about it. You just let it go. You're wasting your time. You're not going to change him. I don't know what's going to come of this stream. Maybe nothing at all. I'm getting a lot of people sending love in the chat rooms there. A lot of people, you know, that understand where I'm coming from, that do know I am not trying to bury this man. I'm trying to get him to stop slandering the Bully family. They don't deserve it. Stop it, you fuckwit. Stop it.
You fucking idiot.
Leave them alone. Fucking leave them alone. They've done nothing to you. Fuck me, they woke up one day and Nicola was dead. Leave them alone, Scott. Stop showing pictures of Ernie today and then some truck driver from 1995 that's not Ernie Bully. Stop it. You're an influencer. You're sending the wrong message. Don't you see you're annoying people? Alex Belfield, I mean, Katie Hopkins stands by Alex Belfield because she said, yeah, he's done this and this, but there's people far fucking worse than him. Well, hey, Katie Hopkins, come over to the Super Crapper channel. You want to see worse than Alex Belfield? Go on to the Super Crapper channel. You want to see bad? Mental health is what he's got. He talks about anxiety. He talks about mental health issues he's had in past tense. It's not mental health. It's mental health issues you've got. You've got them now.
I've got a comment here. A woman smoking and swearing isn't nice. That's one that comments in chat there.
So my thing to that would be is obviously swearing is not good, right? We're doing a live stream. We're doing a little bit. We're trying to bring a little bit of humour.
So
And
it's
we're,
all, no,
you
but
know,
what I'm saying is it's all right for Scott smoke weed and swear, but a woman can't do it.
that's the point. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the point, right? In this world today of equality, right? What is the difference between someone swearing and smoking on screen? My advice to you would be: is why do you think it's okay for Scott to smoke dope all day on stream and tell you that Nicola's dad has killed her and to dig up Nicola's body and fuck it? How is that acceptable? But Andy having a bit of a laugh, a smoke and swear, not okay. How is that? This is what I mean about delusional. This is what I mean.
Eddy, I'm a northerner, and it's just how I talk. So
Nothing wrong with it at all, Andy. You're a real person. I'll tell you the difference between you. You're not putting on this
I'm
fake.
not
You know when he does this fake.
I'm not prim and proper, and I'm not false. So fuck it.
Hey, that's great. That's great. You're a real person. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
He's
Lots of people.
I wear pretty dresses though.
I know you. I know you do.
I'm all,
I like it.
kept my mouth shut and just sat like this.
Yeah, that's right. They'd love you then. They'd love you then,
but
right?
as soon as
You just did
I
nothing.
open my mouth. Thing is with me, because I've worked in building trade for donkey's years, and it's all male thing. This is probably why I actually swear a lot more than what I'm. You're not your normal lady. That's what you want to call them, ladies. But
some people find women. Some people find women that are very real, and they just, you know,
some people think it's vulgar.
they just say how it is. They're more attracted to realism than
I don't give.
I
don't give a flying fuck.
Why should you? Why should you?
I don't fucking care.
I don't fucking care, and nor should you. I think it's
Right.
you know,
Right, hang on.
when he keeps changing his mood swings, you know, when the drugs are wearing off, and then he gets angry and starts slamming his desk and all the rest of it, and then he bans people.
Oh, thanks,
and when
Tina.
they say, "Oh,
Sorry,
Tina, where's Tina?"
Tina's just saying I look beautiful. I just need to shut my
And
mouth.
you look beautiful tonight. Hello, Tina. Tina.
Tina's
Lovely to see you.
Your friend Tina.
Same here. As soon as I defended myself, I was awful and not nice. Want you to be a doormat. Trisha, again, spot on. Absolutely spot on. It's a shame we didn't have Trisha on in the middle of us as well here. You know, absolutely spot on. Well done. You know, I used to smoke and I also swear, but it's just not pretty to see online video. That's all I'm saying. Well, look, let me tell you.
But she watches Scott.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Let me tell you, there's two things. It's not nice to see online. So as soon as you see something you don't like, turn off, right? That's my advice to people. If you don't like what you're seeing, you're in control. Remember, I talked about this. You're in control. You don't need Scott Jessup to tell you what to think and what to do. You think it.
You swear like a trooper. Do you swear like a trooper in his chat? And nobody had a problem with that.
No, that's right. Maybe this person doesn't go into Scott.
They couldn't see me smoking. But obviously, because
but maybe this person, what's it, F Sturt or something? F Sturt. Maybe F Sturt doesn't go into Scott's channel.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does, because I've chatted with her loads of times when I was a mod. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, all I can say to you is that, you know, it's not one rule for him and one rule for Andy. Okay, it's equal, right? Equal rights, equal.
Okay, oh my God, she like, for fuck's sake, she's full. Never like
oh my
it.
God,
for fuck's sake.
She's saying chill for fuck's sake. Chill for fuck's sake. Well, maybe we've called you out. Maybe you realise how stupid it is what you've just said, right? Do you know how many people are loving?
She's on with it now, for fuck's sake. Come on.
That's right. For fuck's sake, all I said is, that's right. So she's swearing. All I've said is don't fucking swear online. You know, I don't know. Yeah, divert again and you get blocked. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Andras de Wolf. You know, I tell you what, this today, I've learned something today. This is actually a really nice, warm place to be. There's a lot of lovely people here. You know, if you want negativity and drama, go over to his channel, join in all that shit, and just do that, right? But I tell you what, the people, when we're finished here today, people are going to go away from me and go, I really enjoyed that. They should do another one of them. They should do another one.
I'll try.
That's what's going to happen.
I'll try not to swear as much. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, if you're going to say that real vulgar word, just stretch it. Yeah.
The only thing I'm not allowed to do is get my boobs out because P said I'm not right. We
Oh,
get it.
thank you, Tina. Thank you. Keys, you said how you felt. We're just saying how we feel about that comment. Great. Eddie's looking hot, to be honest. Can't lie. Colette.
Colette.
What are you? And Tina said the same. Tina, Colette. Wow, goodness me. Do you know what? I might do a new channel. I'm going to call myself.
Thanks, Justine.
I'm going to call myself.
Or is that comment to Edda? Yes, it's very pretty, and I love your very beautiful. I don't know whether that's to you or me.
Well, she's probably saying to me, I'm only giving nice advice. No offense. I accept that. I really do. And I think that you've made a good point. Of course, you know, if you're offended by something, what I'm saying is don't be offended. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. That's all I'm saying. But you can't be in another channel that does exactly that and then come into this channel. So it don't sound as good. I mean, Scott's always said, look at the way that these people are copying my system. You don't have a system. You don't have any content. You don't have a system. You just simply take someone else's content off the internet, you plop it next to you, and you just talk shit by pausing the video every 3 seconds. And it's fucking boring, man. It's boring. The reason you're buying subscribers now is because you're failing, just like your hairdressing business, just like your days of. But it's true. It's true.
Keep my eyes down, why don't you?
Everyone went in, and they all come out looking like Lionel Blair. Every fucking one of them. Like, what the fuck? He's only got one cut. He probably just had one cut. You look like Lionel fucking Blair. You know, what he's going to do is he's going to say, Eddie's wearing a wig. No, I'm fucking not wearing a wig. My hair is gracefully falling out as I grow old. When I get to 90, I might be completely... Look at Andy's beautiful mop of hair, right?
It's all my curls are dropping out now.
There's a lot of people that would be very jealous of your hair. I'm jealous of your hair.
Real.
I want some of your hair.
It's all real. It
grows.
Scott, you won't cut me hair?
Could you imagine what he'd do to your hair if he cut your hair?
He'd shave me bald. He would.
Nightbot. What's Nightbot saying?
Oh, we've got now. Nightbot
who's Nightbot? Is there a message from Nightbot?
Nightbot is a system what you could have, you know, in your mod thing, and Trisha has it in hers, and sometimes it goes rogue and starts. It starts just putting random things in chat and shit like that, and deleting people, and Trisha had to delete the Nightbot. So Colette takes a piss with Nightbot now.
Right, got it. I like Trisha. I've got a good vibe. I want to have a chat with Trisha. I think she's I changed my mind about the whole system of tarot cards. I really mean that. I think that there's a lot of people out there that benefit. Who am I to knock what people benefit from? I myself have never been to things like that weren't my scene. They weren't thing yet until I started watching Trisha, and I really got into it. And I've had a couple of readings off her, and they've been spot on. I surprised myself actually, because I thought, you're a bit skeptic, but genuinely, there's a couple I guess that's where I was coming from. I've been spot on. I guess that's where I was coming from. But after speaking to a lot of people about this subject, and people have spoke to me about what they've got out of it, I want to say a big hello to True Finders, because I spoke to Jen. Hello to you, Jen, if you're watching this, and hello to Michelle and Joe as well. Really lovely, 3 lovely ladies.
Hi, lady.
But Jen, I was talking to her about it, and she said she got something out of a reading once, And Jen's a lovely, lovely person. And I thought, do you know what? Maybe it is me that needs to invest a bit of time in rethinking the way I think. I mean, hey, we never stop learning about ourselves, you know? And maybe my initial frustration and outburst because of the other two sort of people I was talking about, Trisha kind of got sucked into that a little bit, but I kind of take that back, and I really felt quite bad about what I said. So Trisha, I mean, you know, good on you for kind of accepting that I can be a prat sometimes,
Pillock.
and
Need
accepting
a
my
pillock.
apology. I mean, that's wonderful. I think I think these type of things that we're doing today of exposing, of awareness, of just talking to people about how we feel about things, it's real. I think people can really associate with this. They're not going to go away feeling like they do when they're finished with a 20-hour stream with Jessup. They're not. And I think
No.
that's the point I'm making. You know, so I, for one, though people were really worried about me coming on here, be careful what you say. The more people were saying to me, be careful about what you say, the more I thought, no, I don't want to be careful about what I say. I need to say what I need to say. You know, I stand by the people that have been hammered by this guy. I don't care he's on his own. I don't care that he's got a singular channel and he's just thrashing everyone. This man needs to stop it. He needs to stop it. And do you know what he could do? I know this. I'm going to tell you something, Andy. I know that if he was to turn this whole thing around, even someone
Hang
like
on,
you,
I've just clocked a comment out corner of my eye.
oh yeah, what's that?
Get them big tits out. Boxing straight
Who said
talk.
that? Who said
Is
that?
that my hubby? Is it boxing? Has
Gone
he
too
got
quick.
somebody
I've
come in
lost
and
it.
do that? It better not be.
What? I'm
Get
not
them big
seeing
tits.
this Nightbot.
Get
I'm
them
not
big.
seeing Nightbot.
No, that boxing straight talk. Get them big titties out. But it's something that. Oh, Eddie's gone.
Hello, Sharon. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Sharon.
Hiya,
Another
Sharon.
person that was a little bit, Sharon was a little bit worried about.
No, I'm thinking that boxing straight talk is something to do with my husband. Because
Really?
yeah, I think he's got somebody where he is to come because he knows I'm on tonight with you. I think he's.
Yeah, Andrastable said, yeah, she said, I just said, don't get mad. I don't know, you saying that to me. But a lot, it was, for me today, it wasn't about getting angry. I'm actually so like calm and collected about
Yeah,
this whole thing. I think it is good sometimes to talk about, you know, someone's nasty, vile comments, but you don't have to get nasty yourself when you're doing it. I mean, look, I mean, getting frustrated about what you're hearing and everything. I really am. I don't know. Can you make head or tail of why he's turned so nasty to Trisha, for example, and everything he's said about her business
because he
and
doesn't.
everything he's said about?
Well, I think it's all because he doesn't like me. But that's no reason to turn on Trisha because she made me a mod. Well,
Well, that
that's
seemed
childish.
bizarre.
Yeah,
Well, why would he do that? I mean, what's the point of doing that?
because
Scott, maybe you can answer.
because
Why?
when he come in chat once, that the Nightbot thing, what we've been on about, it said it has nothing to do with your husband, but do you fancy an affair? I'll get back to you on that one. Quite tempted.
Why are you looking at that? I'm not seeing that.
um,
Oh, there it is. There, boxing straight talk. Yeah. Alan
yeah, the
Pennington.
Nightbot
Doesn't
thing.
like it.
When he come in, he wanted to do give some memberships or something, and it'd have banned people in Trisha's stream for some reason. We don't know why, but he blamed me because I'd been made a mod. He said it was me that had banned him, and I'd not. Generally, I don't. Why would I ban
What is this? Are
people
you
from
saying this is a real person?
Eh? This no,
Is this a real person?
no Nightbot is an electronic mod, if you will, and it went in Trisha's chat.
Electronic.
Yeah, if you've no real mods, you can have this thing what's called Nightbot, and it will moderate for you,
Ah,
like
okay.
like an AI type thing.
Right.
And it went
And they pick up on bad
it
words.
went rampage
Yeah.
on Trisha's stream, and it must have when she's looked there was nobody blocked, but he couldn't chat on so many results or something. But he blamed me for blocking him, and I hadn't
Oh
done it.
yeah.
So then he went on a bit
I
of
see
a
that.
he went on a bit of
Yeah, sure.
a rampage then, saying it was like because Trisha had modded me up, I blocked him and had not. Then he started turning on Trisha, which
Okay.
were
Well, I just see Trisha there saying
and he kept
that.
going in he kept going in a chat derailing her streams when she was doing serious streams about
Okay.
Sebastian that's missing, and they were
Right.
going, like he does, and that spamming
Yeah.
chat,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
she ended up having to finish a stream early because she'd lost where she was up to because he was just
What?
on and
Why
on
did
and on.
Trisha? Why did Dover make false accusations? What led to that? Why did that happen all of a sudden? I stopped giving hundreds odd pounds time and attention, and it
Yeah.
started on me. I mean, what? Why did Dover have a problem with you? I mean, Trisha was never a moderator for Scott, was she?
No, no.
No. Okay. Yeah. See, I mean, I guess in a way, when I first mentioned Scott, because a lot of people have actually said to me, you're the fault, Eddie. You're the one that got me listening to Scott. A lot of people have said that to me. When I was listening to you, I
Yes,
didn't
yes,
know
oh,
Scott
yeah,
existed. And they were blaming me. They were blaming me, But he wasn't like that. I mean, when I was talking to Scott, he wasn't like that. There's something's happened to him. Something's gone.
yeah.
Something's gone
I
weird.
don't know whether it's
You know.
if it's smoking too much weed or he shouldn't have come off his medication. What he was on, some medication, I
I think
think.
the medication I think the medication he's tried to get off that, and that probably hasn't helped him.
Yeah,
So
and
I sympathise
he
with
does
that.
need help. He does genuinely needs help,
And I
and
think the
that like I
exposure of
say, I'll keep going back to that day when he'd not slept and he was in. And people, why weren't people telling him to go to bed that he looked awful? But they was just in chat wanting him to stay on, and I
right.
can't understand that.
Mm. Well, it says here my Stripe got hacked, and Dover said I accused her of hacking me. Someone tried. I take 17,000 from my clients.
Yeah, they acted a strap account
I mean,
and
what
tried
is
to
that
take.
all about, eh?
Yeah,
Crazy,
and
crazy. The
it
things that
dropped.
people will do,
And the
you
chat,
know.
what she was saying was, she was telling her viewers like what was happening, and mods got mentioned in between the stream, and so it got twisted as if it was Dolly that had hacked her, and Trisha's it never even said anything like that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, Trisha's totally denying it, and she's saying that she never accused her of
No, she
hacking
didn't.
me ever. Yeah. See, this is where these streams actually help because just by talking like this and calming it, what we've done is we're starting to see we can see little cracks, can't we? We can see what's happened here and why his mind has gone in the way it's gone. I mean, I'm not going to take it back what I said. There is a chance he has been abused as a child. I think he's acting like someone. I mean, he analyses people. I've analysed him. His body language and the way that he is. He does act like someone that's probably been abused as a child. You do, Scott. And if I'm wrong, I apologise to you. If you've not been, I'm not saying you have. I'm saying your actions and the way that you talk you're so loose with it. Certainly with the older generation, that I would say that you probably have had some kind of abuse as a child. That's what I'm saying. That's what I think. There'll probably be other people that think that too, Scott. So it's not just me that thinks that. There are other people that have sent me messages far cruder than that, what they think has happened to you when you was a kid. I'm not going to go there, but I do think your actions are proven to be like that. I think that you're right. I think that the mass amount of dope can't be doing his brain any good. I think the exposure of acid when he was younger and the exposure of cocaine as well, you've got like this, it's almost like toxic, isn't it? I mean, all of that is going into his system. All of that is going, it can't be doing him any good. But what's his gain from this? I mean, his gain is to grow and earn money. But you can do that, but you can do that much better than what you're doing. You really can. You need to be guided, mate. You really do. You need to be supervised. You do. Because you're unsupervised, is what you are. I love that song. So glad I wrote that one. Sebastian's in here, is it? You're funny. I disagree, Sebastian. Scott has brainwashed people to such an extent that he has changed your thought process to think Eddie is bad. Actually, Eddie is a good man. Thank you very much indeed. I think I'm a good man. if you met my family and you met my daughters and my friends, they would agree with you. They would say, my dad is a good man. He works hard. He's a good man. And he loves music. He's a record collector amongst anything else. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of records. And that's my passion. My passion is not dissecting you, Scott. My what I do is for because I don't care because no one knows me, right? No one knows me, right? So I'll stand up to you. You can take the piss out of me all you like, but I'll stand up to you. I'm happy to do that because I stand by people that you're picking on that may not have a voice, may not be confident enough to come in front of a camera and do what I'm doing. I'm very confident, Scott. Very confident. I when I worked in radio, I was the man that was always put right there on
When
the
you was a
road
paedophile.
shows to do the.
When you was a paedophile.
When I was a paedophile, I mustn't even say that because he'll edit when I was a paedophile. Maybe I should make a song called "When I Was a
When I was
Paedophile."
a paedophile.
You
Well, I've
get
made songs
through.
about me sucking dick for a father.
When I was a paedophile,
Yeah,
sailing
back,
my boat down the River Nile,
back in the
um,
day.
someone here said, "Eddie, are you on medication?" No, Sebastian, I'm not at all. I take the odd Panadol, but no, if I get a headache, I take the odd Panadol. So I'm not a medical. I never have been. I've never suffered with any mental health. I've been very fortunate, and I do sympathise with people that do struggle with mental health. I've never been on any medication ever, and I mean that. And I will now grow old and die without being on medication unless I really need it, like if I'd needed like pain relief. But no, I've not been on any medication. I think in the 1970s, maybe Scott, because he's a jack of all trades, maybe he'll give us the stats. There was a time where when you went to the doctors in the 70s and early 80s, that if you went there with any kind of problem, they went, oh, well, we think you need to be on some kind of tranquilizer. It's like fuck off, that calm them down. But people got addicted to them drugs. So, I never had that problem. When I was young, I was a footballer. I was bubbled under as a very good footballer, nearly broke into being a footballer, but didn't quite make the grade. I played in low-level football, non-league and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my passion, I got into radio through the hospital, and I actually got in. It was really a fluke when I got into radio. It was because when I was at hospital radio, we used to go around to all the wards and we used to collect requests. I was just a young teenager, very young, 17, and I started meeting some people that had, been through hell, had, legs amputated, arms amputated. I'm talking about teenagers. I'd go to see people of my age that had lost a leg from falling off a motorbike, and I used to leave there gutted. And the program controller at the time said, why don't you, you're showing a lot of passion for these kids. Why don't, and you're a kid yourself, do you want to do a program? And I said, me? And he said, yeah, you've got a good voice. It sounds great. Why don't you read out these requests that you're collecting? And that's what I did. I actually get quite emotional when I think back. Had a fucking moment there. Gee, I nearly did a Scott Jessup. You fucking cut that out, Eddie. You fucking cut that shit right out. Don't you fucking start giving me your money.
Stop
But
that.
no, I used to go on and I used to read their requests, and their families used to thank me, and they used to say, wonderful. And it was through hospital radio that I got picked up to go into radio itself. It was someone that had actually been in hospital that said, there's a guy that does a request show on a Sunday afternoon in the hospital radio. He's got a great voice. Why don't we use him? And when they contacted me, it was my first break. And that's when they come up with a name for me and everything. And
Yeah.
Dress the Wolf is still there. Oh, Daisy Wazy. Now, it's interesting with Daisy. When I said, when I was a lad, it was, what's that? Benadryl, cough medicine. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, for everything. Absolutely. Gray's knee. Yeah, absolutely. Leg
Benadryl.
amputation. Yeah, absolutely. It was. You're absolutely right. That's what it was. Daisy Wazy contacted me and said, I wish
Where's
you'd start
Daisy
up Eddie's
Wazy?
vinyl.
Hiya, Dare. I've not seen Dare for a while. Yeah,
No.
Dare. Oh,
So if there's
hi, Sebastian.
there's
This is
quite a
weird
few,
as this is weird. Sebastian, this is weird as fuck.
Sebastian, Eddie, do you have the first pressing of the Beatles albums? I do have a couple of first pressings of Beatles albums, yeah, that was handed down to me. I do, yeah. I have a really good Beatles collection, Sebastian. Yeah, I do. Very much so. Did you know that the Beatles is the only music that I'm not allowed to play on my channel? A lot of stuff I have to fight the copyright. You can't fight the Beatles. You can't fight them even today. I don't know if you know, but the Beatles are one of the highest earners today in the music industry, and they do that by absolute copyright on everything they do, even though Michael Jackson bought a lot of their rights, not all of it, but a lot of their stuff. You know, I tell you what, Andy, I've really enjoyed coming in here and doing this with you. I really
I've
have.
enjoyed.
You know?
I like listening. Yeah.
Really, really enjoyed it.
'Cause you
I
do,
know
you do talk a
I've
lot.
said before, I fucking know I do. I know I do.
You do talk.
I said to myself, I better talk a lot. I better do because I'm not going to get a fucking word in edgeways.
I'll
That's
just
what I
put-
said, right?
I'll just put 5 hours aside while I get up phone to Eddy.
You said to me, if you talk too much, I'm just going to mute you, didn't you? That's what you said.
I'm not.
Just gonna
I'm
fucking
not.
mute you.
I've outleave you to it. Why I'm fucked about with dogs.
Right, yeah, I'm going. No, wonderful. When I went on to Scott's channel, the point I went on there, a lot of people have asked me this. I want to just clear this up. A lot of people said, "Why did you go onto Scott's channel?" I was listening to one of his Twitch feeds, and he was really basically putting me down. And it was his idea for me to go on. I was sending him messages on the Twitch. I was replying, you know, and he said, "Well, why don't you come on and actually say it?"
Yeah, I was.
And if I'd have said, if I'd have said no, I'm not coming on, he would have said, "See, he's a liar. He's a liar." Well, out of all the people you've asked to go on your channel, Jessup, I'm the only one that has stepped up to the plate and said, "Yeah, okay," and I'd go on your channel again. I'd do it again. I'm not frightened of you, Scott. You don't look. You intimidate a lot of people. You don't intimidate me. You are. I don't want to be nasty because I really don't. But you're insignificant. Do you know what that word means, Scott? You're insignificant in my world. No one knows you in my world. No one knows I'm doing this stream right now. No one. No one's going to watch this stream. No one's going to contact me and go, "Good on you, Eddy. You know, well done for doing that." People in my world have no idea that this shit is going on because I don't tell anyone. Because quite frankly, I'm embarrassed about it, Scott. You're an embarrassment, but you're insignificant. I would like Alan Vinicum to understand that. I think Luke has got I think he's got it right. Do nothing. Do nothing. The only thing is, Luke, he ain't going to leave you alone just because you're doing nothing. He's never going to leave you alone. I know you're watching now, Luke. He's never going to leave you alone, ever. He's going to carry on every single thing you do. I think it's about all pulling together, having our view, do these type of streams to try to get someone to reach him, someone that does care about him in his real world, not in the simulation he thinks he's living in, and help him. Get him the help he needs, Andy. That's what
he does.
He does need help. He needs help. So why should we bash him? Why should we be cruel? I don't want to be cruel in this. I'm exposing what he's saying. And I tell you now, the Bully family would, Jesus Christ, they'd probably kill him. You know, I mean, they would hate what he's come out of his mouth. They hate it. And Peter Fordham would be going, "What the fuck is this man on?" I don't know, Andy. I don't know where we take this. I've really enjoyed looking at the chats. I should have been looking at them earlier. They're zapping up a little bit quick, but it's actually really nice to see how many people are here. And there'd be a lot of other people that are not making comments. If you're watching me and Andy right now and you're listening to us, say hi. Don't be shy. Say hi in the chats there. Hit that like button for Andy. I mean, you know, give her a fucking tip. Give her a fucking tip.
You're not. This dog thinks it's a kangaroo. Go on, Tommy. Don't, lad.
Yeah, Connie said that would involve leaving his room. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's not going to do that. What's that say there? If there is one incontrovertible truth, that chat is more animated than Scott's. Facts. Daisy Wazy, I think, come into my chats, my channel the other day and said,
"There's a good fella."
Daisy, he said, "Eddy, I wish you." It was quite funny, really. He said, "Eddy, I wish you'd open up EVB again. You know, you had such a wonderful music channel and all that." And then someone underneath put, "Square Disc has got over 200 music videos," which it has. All Scott's got is in widescreen. That's all he's got. I do like enhancing the music and making it sound really good. I've just released my top 75, actually.
I know, I saw that. It flashed up on my notifications. I'll have a flick through.
Well, I've done the top 75 because I said I'd do it in June. I'm a man of my word, and I've done the top 75. And So many great songs in there, but the number one for some reason has gone absolute viral. So I'm getting like about between 300 and 500 views on music videos.
Yeah.
And that one's had 50,000 views, the number one. So I don't think that's going to be caught for a while. Thank you for everyone that's watched that. And the other videos as well. Thanks for still supporting me, even though I don't come on and talk to you. But look,
you just come
be
on here.
brave.
You just come on here and take over.
Yeah, I'll just come on here and then know that I don't have to take it down. Right? It's not about wanting. It's not about wanting to take it down. It's about it doesn't go with a music channel. Maybe what I should have done in hindsight, which I didn't think when this whole Nicola Bully thing started, I probably should have had that as a separate channel, and I should have like kept my music video channel as Eddy's Vinyl Break, and then have that. I should have done that,
Yeah.
but I didn't, and that's an error on my behalf. But at the same time, for Scott to say that I've done no work on the Nicola Bully case, I just spill shit. That's exactly what you've done, Scott. I did a lot of work. There's a lot of people watching this that know how much work I've done because they'll know how many times I've spoke to them, how long I've spoke to them. They will know exactly what I've
talk.
They'll know. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Colette. Yeah, you're funny. It's in there too. Jessica is Jessica one of your Jessica is one of your mods, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, hi Jessica. You're a mod. Has it been, Jessica? Have you had to have a word with anyone? I've not seen anyone misbehave tonight.
Jess was Jess and Slinky with Scott's mods with me. So Jess,
okay.
She's his ex mod. Because he heard us always
have I said hello?
He heard us always saying because we was friends, he heard us always saying brushing because he didn't like me. He got rid of them too as well.
Oh, okay. You've all got to go. You've all got to go.
I don't like Andy, she's going. So Slinky and Jess are friends with her, so they're going to.
They're going. Hello to you, Slinky. It's really nice that we've kind of spoke as well.
Oh,
Eddy, pull your hair. Eddy, pull your hair. I'm receding. Yes, I am. But it is my fucking
Sebastian,
hair.
the real.
It is my fucking hair.
The real.
I'm not ashamed of the fact. I'm not ashamed of the fact that I'm receding, but I can assure you, I do not have a fucking wig on. Don't know why
You've got people asking for pull your hair, and I've got Sebastian asking me my tits real.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, that's not fair, right? So they want to see your tits. They want me to pull my hair. The weirdest thing about that is that let me put this to you. If he's lying about I wear a wig, ask yourself what else he's lying about. I don't have Botox.
I do.
I'm not in a mental institute. This is my home. This is where I live, right? This is where I live, for fuck's sake. I'm not in a mental institute. If he's wrong about all of that...
He's a backyarder. Like, your currer, he's a backyard. In your mental hospital.
They're just fucking curtains, eh? They're just curtains. I mean, fuck's sake.
I said,
you know what? I love it.
Your currer in your mental hospital, not your curtains.
Oh, sorry.
The nurse is coming around and give you medication.
Yeah. I said to Andy before we come on, I said I want to come on with a straitjacket on and just sit down and go, thank you, nurse. I'll only be a short while.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be back. Give me 5 more minutes. What more?
That's right. Give me 5 more minutes.
Do you want? Her and boobies. Her and boobies, Sebastian.
Did you have any more? Did you have any more clips? Because you did say you was going to show some clips. I mean,
I won't do it if I can get a fucking word in edgeways for you. You know I love you.
Eddy, shut up. Shut up. Granddad was a doddery old charmer, Daisy Wazy said. Yeah, it certainly was. In my day, Daisy Wazy, when I was in the war. Not now, Granddad. Not now. We ain't fucking talking about the war now. And put some clothes on. I used to make these little sketches with Granddad that was just literally bounce off of each other, but sometimes I'd laugh.
This one where he ties me with Nicola Bully, you know, like he ties you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know whether you've seen this or not. And he calls me husband an ex-con in the grass. Yeah.
Really?
Mm,
I haven't seen this. Oh, fuck, play this one. Go on, let's get it on.
let's are we on there?
How long ago was this, Andy?
This was back in April, this.
Okay.
Sit at another table. Is it that? Or is it that because of the Nicola Bulley stuff, people like the Peter Folding crew, the old school criminals, is her husband a former criminal or a grass, or was she involved in something in Essex? I don't think she was in Essex. I think she was, but there's a company. Oh, don't get me into the company's house bit, Kelly. We'll talk about company's house and stuff another time. But has she got a motivation from the past in that way? Like I think people on the internet have. Like I think people like Eddy might have. I think people might have. People are trying to manipulate that whole situation, or there's the other angle, isn't there, which is just that.
Do you know what I mean?
That's interesting. Boom!
Boom!
Boom! Ah, this got a lot of views, boom.
I know it's just been put in my Discord because it's a song what they want to play after in a bit. Yeah, so it's talking about me there and my husband that he's never met, doesn't know anything about. But
yeah, but then doesn't he do that about everyone? He just does that about everyone.
He tries to link everybody to Nicola Bulley, you see.
Yeah. It's a sad world he lives in.
So this is now in cahoots. I've been in cahoots with you all along now because you've on stream with me. Yeah.
Do you know he refused to play? When he was stalking Simcast, and I'd done that rap song because he kept saying how his rapping was so good. I thought I'll write a rap song. I thought I don't know how this is going to come out because rap songs, it's a different way of writing when you get to a bridge and you get to a chorus in a rap song, because it's got to be bullet points when you're feeding the information in. And he refused to play it because he realised that everything I put in that thing there is what I mean. Simcast, hello to you, Simcast. Thank you for your messages.
Oh, she's lovely. I do like Simcast.
Lovely.
I do like.
Lovely. Comes across lovely. But how can you, Simcast, listen to a song where he's talking about me having a stroke and dying, and then saying, "But Scott's songs are so much better than yours"? I mean, what? So I had to write "Stalking Simcast" because. By the way, he's over Simcast now, because Simcast has got this weird way of being so polite when she's actually being truthful. So she'll go, "Oh, and I love Scott so much. I mean, yeah, he's a misogynist and he's narcissistic, but he's so lovely." And I listen to that and I just go like, what? It's like weird as.
I know. I think it's because she just likes seeing the best in people. I think she wants to try and see the nice in him, but I can't see any nice in him.
Well, she said she likes a bad boy. She said I've always been attracted.
But he's not a bad boy though. He's just a fucking knobhead. So he's not a bad boy. He's a prick.
Can you describe to everyone what a knobhead is, please, Andy?
One of them.
Yeah, knobhead.
A big cock.
I just think he's got no. When we're talking, if we come to a subject that's a bit delicate, we have this mechanism. It's just called common sense, and it just stops you crossing that line.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that. I think the drugs is what is causing that. I think he's got to accept.
Addled his brain. That's what it's done.
Get them off. I don't know. Yeah, no,
Jessica, get him off.
Jessica,
Are you talking to me or Eddy? Get him off.
Bad boy. He lives with his mummy. Well, he does live with his mummy, and he probably has banned his mum from going into the very room that her mum used to be. I've got an early. He yelled at his mum, and that's where that come from. I yell at you again. Early on, his mum popped into the room while he was on live stream, and he gave her what for. I think he's shown his true colours to how vile he can be as well. Be quite nasty, quite scary for people that are close to him. I'd say they don't want to upset him. You got to remember these people in his chat rooms. I mean, if someone in here in your chat room there, Andy, said anything negative in that, you just whatever. But if someone goes in his chat rooms and even says the words, "Oh, I'm sorry I upset you, Scott," or "Oh, I didn't upset you, did I, Scott?" He looks at that as, you know, like he's paranoid, as you know, because he's incredibly paranoid. And what he'll do is you go, "What, you said I'm angry? I'm not angry.
Yeah.
I'm not angry. Don't ban him. If you say that again, I'm going to ban you." And he does a lot of that shit.
He's doing it.
I think that.
Yeah, he was one time. If he was offending anybody, if people was coming in chat and offending people in chat, we could moderate them like time of mate and things to such an extent,
Yeah.
and then ban them. He weren't bothered about
Yeah.
anybody having digs at him. He said, if they're having a go at me, don't bother. He said, I'm not bothered having a go at me. But no, it's just, you can't say anything. You just banned out, gone. And you could be,
Maybe.
you generally could be a new person that's gone into Twitch
Yeah.
and say something, but see what's going
Well,
on.
that's what. Yeah, that's what's happened.
Get
That's
banned.
what's
Well,
happened.
like you said before,
Yeah.
Lucy. Was it Lucy that got banned? And I think she's a member at Discord.
I've never seen Lucy's name before. Had you ever seen Lucy before? I'd never seen her before.
I can't remember. I can't remember a Lucy, but I know Dolly
And
vouched for
all Lucy
I
said
know Dolly
was,
vouched for
she
it.
just,
Said that she weren't trolling, but it just went all banned, which is an Alan,
Keys,
which
Keys.
is an Alan thing.
Don't
Justice,
call me angry.
justice for Lucy. Go on, Colette.
Fucking hilarious. Thanks, Keys. That's good. I love reading these comments. People are so creative with their comments. Sebastian Bluewater. Wow. Yes, another one of my blockbusters. You know what's going to happen when I'm dead? My songs are going to be played and someone's going to go, look at these awareness songs for bullies. Look at this song, wow, and boom, and, you know, unsupervised and snake in the grass.
Yeah.
My favourite is YouTube bully doo-wop. A lot of people love that. People say, "What's the doo-wop for at the end?" I said, "That's the play on a swear word. YouTube bully, fuck off." You know, so you don't want to say that, so you put doo-wop in there.
I just say it. Fuck off.
I know. But you got to remember my song.
I'm not as subtle as you. I'm not as subtle. No, I'll say what I want, mate. Fuck it. I don't care.
There's nothing wrong with that.
If I don't come across as ladylike, I ain't no lady.
I think you're all lady.
Am I a lady? Am I a lady?
You're a lady.
Yeah.
You're a lady. Trust me. Yeah.
I'm just giving myself a.
And even though, look, listen, even though he might not like you, I don't think it's he don't like you. I think it's that he feels threatened by you. And I think anyone that he feels threatened by, anyone that stamps on his ground, anyone that comes close to not agreeing with him, he will just wash you away, and he'll do it nastily. I mean, the only reason he's not nasty to people in his chat rooms that he blocks is they've not got a channel. But can you imagine if they all had a channel? He would rip the shit out of a lot of them. And his content all day would just be, right, let's do this new channel. Let's do this new channel. That's what he would do. He's just a vile person that thinks that that's fun. That's what he thinks. You know, you're very brave in many ways.
He's gone from what he calls detracting to just ripping people. It's not
just bullying.
It's not even detracting. It's rip shit out folk.
I don't know if you know this, but early on in YouTube, before detracting, people used to do, they'd do like what was called reaction videos. So they would play a song and they would just react to the song and they'd talk about the song. And the Scott Jessops of this world, which is new to the game, there was other channels before him, they turned that into detracting. And that's what they've done.
Yeah.
Now, YouTube could have jumped on that early on. And if YouTube, I know YouTube will not be watching this, but really YouTube have got it wrong with the way they're dealing with this. They're looking at small channels like his, because his is really small. In their eyes, they're small. I mean, YouTube are dealing with people with 500,000 subscribers that are bullying people, and they're dealing with them. So little Scott Jessup buying, you know, I mean, look, he's got no one watching him really, when you really think about it. He talks about Alan Vinicum that had 81,000 subscribers, but only 2,000 people watching his video. Look at you, Scott. You've now bought 11,000 bloody subscribers, or however many you bought, but you're only getting small amounts. You'll get more from actually doing this one. He'll take this one and he'll get more views for this one. But you yourself, and he will get a lot of people. I hope people that are watching him dissecting us or dissecting me, particular because he hates me, come over here and watch it in its entirety and see how it unfolded. I hope you do, because this is how you get clear content. You get it in its context, and that's what you need. You don't need some idiot chain smoking dope in front of the monitor telling you what he thinks about what I'm saying. You don't need that.
No.
You've got your own brain. Stop being a sheep. Be a leader. Stand up and say, you know what, Eddie's right. Today's the day that I'm going to make my own mind up. I'm going to go on Rumble and I'm going to watch Alan Vinicum and I'm going to say to myself what I think. I'm going to watch Break the Ice. I'm going to decide whether I like soup made of grass, right? Whatever.
Wait, hang on. Sorry, one sec. It's hard. Found that, guys. Now I've just banned her. I'm not having. Yeah, I got rid of his links. I just see something about calling people tramps. So you gone? Not having it.
Who was that? Who was that?
Everest, whatever her name was. I just see swearing and smoking is tramps or something. So, fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Well, fuck
And
you.
there I was thinking I thought we was getting on really well climbing.
No,
Everest,
but she was putting. I could see comments in corner of my eye on because she's been a non-smoker now for 15 months. It's always the non-smokers that keep having a go at smokers. So, and then saying tramps, people who swear and smoke.
Well, it's not nice. It's not nice, because obviously it's going to upset people, to do that.
I won't have being called a tramp.
Look, I think that's a different thing, right? Because someone's actually being like,
call me an Uwa.
Personal.
Call me an Uwa, yeah. Don't call me a tramp.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Don't you dare call me a tramp. How dare you?
Call
Look
me
at
a
this dress.
tramp. No, I think she was actually calling some other people in.
Oh, okay.
In tramps,
well, that's a
as well.
shame.
Yeah, it's
Well, if you're still watching Everest, that's a shame you've done that because this wasn't really the stream to do that. Really, there was no need for that. You don't need to be doing that. That's what I'm saying. You can't go into Scott Jessop's channel and enjoy the vulgarity of what he says, the unethical state of mind that he gives you, and then come in here and say someone's swearing, someone's smoking on stream, you become a tramp. Why don't you go in there and say, Scott, I know you're going to ban me, and I know I'm only going to get one message, but why are you such a punk? Do that, Everest. Do that. Say, you know what? I've been in Taking the Pishes stream today, and I've seen the fucking lights. Why not do that? Why not do something good? Do you know what? If we only get to one person, who's that?
Yeah, I look gorgeous tonight.
Oh, Day.
Even if
you look gorgeous tonight.
And he's not bothered if I smoke and swear. He don't care.
Do you know? Someone here is saying quit smoking. Oh no, they're saying, hey,
I packed him once. I packed him for 8 months. But then when menopause hit, I woke up one morning and couldn't stand the smell of alcohol. Right. So I haven't drunk proper for nearly 4 years. Proper. I have a drink at Christmas. And it's only Bailey's because it's the only thing I can stomach. I can't anything that smells of alcohol, I can't red wine. Sure. So because I'd stopped, couldn't drink,
wasn't he?
Because I stopped couldn't drink, I thought, fuck it, so I started smoking again. And I packed in for 8 months, so. But I'm not bothered.
Well, maybe that'll come to you again in the future. I mean, they say as you get older, it's more harder on your lungs and stuff like that. I've never smoked. I don't vape.
I started smoking when I was 11. I'm 48 now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a long time, eh?
Yeah.
But I mean, it probably is no good for you. But hey, you know what I mean?
It's not. But
that's your advice.
It's an habit, and I think it's only an habit that you can. You say, right, I've done that. I'm stopping when you really want to. And because I don't really want to stop smoking, it's not. I'm not going to do it, am I?
Trisha says she rarely drinks. I don't. That's the only thing with me. I'm actually quite boring.
What Trisha says?
I've never smoked.
Trisha, fuck off! You're alcoholic. I'm only joking.
She's only joking, Trisha.
She knows I'm only joking. Yeah.
No, look, I mean, hey, come on, you only live once. I mean, I'm not saying, you shouldn't do what you want to do, but within reason. I mean, crikey. And no one here is criticising Scott for saying his mind on many, many things. It's this non-filtration of stuff that I don't think he should go to, that he does, that we're
Yeah.
pulling him on. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter what he thinks of us as people, because we're not connected to him. He's insignificant in our world. He's certainly insignificant in yours. I mean, he means nothing to me. I live in New Zealand, for crying out loud. He means I'm never going to bump into him in the supermarket. You know what I mean? He's just, he's a dummy. That's what he is. He's a dummy. And I want my mummy. I love the way when I put the word mummy in the song, I put the word mummy and he went, I've never called my mother mummy. That's the whole point, is to take the piss out of you a little bit. Take the piss out of you a little bit. It's all right. You take the piss out of people. That's what I'm going to do. I will get a song out of this tonight as well, and I will work on a new song. But it's all in good fun. And I do think that people, when they listen to the songs, a lot of them do send messages back saying, love the song, spot on. A lot of people say that, spot on. You've got him absolutely spot on. Why is there this line down the middle where there are so many people on that side and so many people on this side? Because if you put 100 on each side, I mean, and said, why do you 100 think like this and you 100 think like that? It's weird. Is it us that's wrong? Should we be going back over to that side and thinking what he says is funny? You know what I mean? It's unethical, but have we got it wrong? Are we the ones that are wrong? It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. No, I can see when I sit back and I can see it. It's like.
No, I don't fancy Scott a little bit. No, I don't. No, I don't. Do I fancy Scott a little bit? Not as much as he fancies me. No, definitely not. This stream, Sebastian, is actually about talking about Scott and some of the antics he's done. It's the opposite of fancying him. I'm appalled by him, is what I mean. And I'm trying to use a bit of humour.
Eddie, I'm going to put your song on because I check my dogs because they're going a bit nuts. So I'll put your song on.
Which one you going to play? Which one?
Peanut wanted this Boom one.
Okay.
Hang on.
Boom's good. Boom's good. Thank you. Yeah, play it.
Yes.
I'll have a dance around my kitchen.
Yeah.
Boom. Everyone, this is written by Eddie Brown. Enjoy.
YouTube has let me down. I reported Eddie Brown, but they saw nothing wrong with his latest song. I demanded a strike. They replied, on your bike. Don't know what to say after they said go away. Piss off. Boom! You say I'm a nutter, it's making me stutter. I'm getting so annoyed, my mom thinks I'm paranoid. No mom, they're picking on me. Why on earth can't you see? You are so bloody wrong. Listening to Eddie's song. Crap, I'm in a hole. Come on over, help me troll. Don't you tell me no, I'll have to let you go. Everyone thinks I'm mad. Fuck you all, I'm glad. How can you say I'm no fun and turning it to Alan Vinny come? I'm a silly masturbiter talking about metadata. I'll embarrass myself, exposing my mental health. This ain't no bloody dream, having a breakdown on live stream. I'm crazy but you better bow. Yeah, I'm your daddy now. Look at me, I'm calm, causing you no harm. Just clicking on my mouse, never leaving my house. You want me in my way while telling me I'm a pig. Who do you think you are? I'm the crazy chopper, I'm the bloody star. Bloody star. I'm in a hole, come on over, help me troll. Don't you tell me no, I'll have to let you go. Everyone thinks I'm mad, fuck you all, I'm glad. How can you say I'm no fun and turning it to Alan Vinny come? I'm a silly masturbiter, talking about metadata. I'll embarrass myself, exposing my mental health. This ain't no bloody dream, having a breakdown on live stream. I'm crazy but you better bow, yeah, I'm your daddy now. Look at me, I'm calm, yeah, causing you no harm, just clicking on my mouse, never leaving my house. You want me in my wig while telling me I'm a pig. Who do you think you are? I'm the crazy chopper, I'm the bloody star. Bloody star, I'm in a hole, come on over, help me troll. Don't you tell me no, I'll have to let you go. Everyone thinks I'm mad, fuck you all, I'm glad. How can you say I'm no fun and turning into Alan Finney come? Bloody star, I'm in a hole, come on over, help me troll. Don't you tell me no, I'll have to let you go. Everyone thinks I'm mad, fuck you all, I'm glad. How can you say I'm no fun and turning into Alan Finney come?
Boom!
Love it. Love
Boom,
it.
boom, shake the room. Can I just address something in chat there?
Yeah.
DC Prime Time. Scott doesn't deserve this. You guys know him. DC, I don't know that person that's on that screen. I don't know him at all.
Hmm.
I never got.
Interesting.
He never wanted to get to know any of us, and he's actually lied to her as well, saying that we wanted to kick her out of Discord and we didn't.
Isn't it interesting? You get people saying he doesn't deserve it.
He doesn't deserve it,
So my question,
but yeah, he can go and call me every name under the sun and for 6
yeah,
weeks.
yeah, does
But
Andy
yeah,
deserve that?
he
Does
doesn't
Trisha,
deserve. He doesn't
yeah,
deserve
absolutely.
anybody
Does Trisha
saying anything
deserve?
back to him. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Do these people deserve that? You're saying he doesn't deserve it, and I'm actually saying that I think it's a shame that we've had to do this to call him out.
yeah.
I'm saying that because we're good people. It's not clever, right? Two wrongs don't make a right. But is it acceptable? Does Ernie Bully deserve to be called a murderer of murdering his own daughter? Let me ask you that. Does Nicola deserve to be dug up and fucked as a dead corpse? Does she deserve that? Does Louise deserve to have sexually explicit shit said about her? She's lost her daughter. Does Sophia and Harriet, Nicola's children, do they deserve to grow up and know all the shit that he said? Do they deserve that? You come here and say that he doesn't deserve what we're giving. I can only say that there's something, again, I've said this before, Andy, there's something very weird about society today. There really is. This isn't about us trying to get one over on Scott. It's actually about trying to work out why this man has no filter and thinks it's acceptable to say these things, and then people actually support him in saying these things.
Yeah.
Are they saying that they also believe all of that shit? And that's just that. He said a hell of a lot worse than that. I mean, just when you think he can't say anything any worse, and then you get the odd person in your chat room saying, I think you people are really bad. I think it's very sad what you're doing to Scotty Poo. Very, very sad. Why are you doing that to my
nobody's
Scotty?
saying it's sad what he's been doing.
I don't understand that.
No.
I'm confused. I'm confused by some people's mental state of mind. And you have to say that it isn't just about addictions. It's they're not well as well. We have to accept that they're probably not well. They're feeling sorry for Scott because they know. I mean, I saw the clips before we come on. He's very frightened about this stream. He knows that it's going to pick up some momentum. He's frightened of that. He's frightened that people are going to go, yeah, he is a fucking nonce. That's what he's really frightened of. He's also, shouldn't have said nonce, not allowed to say nonce. Keep being told that. Can't actually say nonce. But I do think that
He's a fucking nonce.
he's a
Well,
fucking
I know
nonce.
he throws it away. He's a fucking nonce. We're
I
all
didn't even know what
nonces.
nonce was
We're all
until you
nonces.
explained it to me.
I'm a paedophile.
It's crazy, eh? It's
Ah,
crazy. I can only look. I don't think we're going to change anything today. I honestly don't think we're going to change anything. I think he's going to carry on.
he
I
will.
think he's going to use this, and he'll pick up. This will be his like
This will be his.
next 3 days.
This will be his content now, won't it? For next 3
This will be
weeks.
his content. So everything we've just done, everything we've talked about, no matter what we've said, how creative, funny, the songs, and all the rest of it, he'll use this as his content, and people will give him money while he's sitting there being all calm, looking in the camera, going, you know, why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? I'm like, I'm the chuffer man. I'm the one that, like, they're being so cruel to me. Mummy, can you give me an handkerchief? I feel a couple of tears coming on. Couple of tears, but if you want to tip me, and that's what he does, Andy. I don't fall for it anymore.
No.
I really don't.
I'm going to play this clip. Why's that not coming up?
Sebastian's saying this whole thing is awful. Well, Sebastian, if you think it's awful what we're doing, are you a Scott Jessup fan? Can I ask you, Sebastian?
Yeah,
are you a Scott Jessup fan? Yes. So you like Scott Jessup? Everything we've said he's saying, you're okay with all that? Are you, Sebastian? Can you answer me? I'd like Sebastian to tell me, type it out. Yes, I love Scott Jessup, and I think everything he said is accurate, and everything you're doing with Andy is awful. I dare you to type that out. Please do. We want you to, Sebastian. Do it. Please do that. Where's he gone there? Has he? What's happened there, Sebastian? What, are you going to cry or something? I mean, what's happening? No one's going to give you any money. I don't know. Thank you, Tina. I've personally really enjoyed tonight. Well, that's really nice of you. And it's nice that, and look, these streams don't always have to be like this. As I said, they can be talking about other things. It'd be nice in the future to talk about Nicola Bulley and how I got involved with that case and why I did. There's an Eddy here. Does it matter?
Are you in chat, Eddy? Does it matter?
No, it's not. I've not touched.
I know. Yeah, no, it's not
Eddy.
you.
It's a different Eddy.
Christ's sake,
I am my own fan.
I can't call.
Yes, I do like.
Eddy.
So that's interesting. So Sebastian said, "I'm my own fan. Yes, I do like Scott." So you like the fact he said, "Dig
hang
Nicola
on.
up."
Yes, he does like Scott, and you were nasty individuals.
You are no, he's saying you are a nasty individual. So I'm nasty calling Scott out for saying about digging Nicola's dead corpse up and fucking her dead body. Sebastian, you're okay with that, are you? You like Scott, that's okay. You're okay with Nicola's dad has killed Nicola, right? You're okay. No problem with that then. No problem, Sebastian. You see, you come in here and you say that, and there's something wrong with people like Sebastian, Andy. There's something wrong with their minds. They're a fan of Scott Jessup. They don't care that he's saying these things. In fact, they encourage it. Sebastian would be encouraging Scott Jessup to say this shit. No problem at all there. Nothing. Yeah, Peter Fording murders people and throws them in the river. Yeah, Scott, yeah, great, nice one. I support Scott Jessup. Yeah, Scott Jessup wants to fuck Nicola's sister, who's married. Louise Cunningham is married, right? She's married to another man, right? But that's okay for Scott to say what he says about Louise, who's grieving the loss of her sister. No problem there. Do you know what Scott hasn't done yet? And he hasn't got the balls, right? I'm going to call you out on this, Scott. You haven't said anything nasty about Nicola's children yet. Are you waiting for them to be 17 before you start talking trash about her children? Is that what you're doing? When you come in here, Sebastian, and you say the things that you're saying about we're being nasty to poor little Scotty Poo, you are delusional, Sebastian. You're delusional. If I had a one-to-one with you, Sebastian, I would try to tap into your psycho and how you think, because how you think is unbalanced. You're not well, Sebastian, and you do belong on the other side, and you're one person we're not going to reach. You know, I mean, who knows? Sebastian might even be Scott. We don't know, because you know that he does this trolling.
No, I know Sebastian.
You know Sebastian.
Yeah, it's not Scott.
Strange man, Sebastian. You're a strange character, and you're right. You do belong on the other side. But then we said this at the beginning of the stream, right? If you don't want to be here, why are you here? If you don't like what you're going to hear, don't watch it. This is what I mean, Andy, about people that are addicted to watching things that they don't like. They don't like it, but they can't not like it. They don't like
it, but yeah, they come in Luke.
They can't help it.
Why Luke?
So when he's dissecting,
I don't like Scott, so I've stopped watching him. I just react now to the bad shit he said about me.
Yeah. And so you should. What's wrong with that? Do you know when people are in his chat rooms and he's showing Alan Vinnicum, Alan Vinnicum has been biffed off of YouTube. So he shows Alan Vinnicum. In the chat rooms, I've seen people actually type out, "Oh, shut up, Alan, you're boring me now." That's what they type out. But what they should be typing out is Scott, can you stop showing Alan? You're fucking boring me showing me Alan. But that's what I mean. They're so weird in their way of thinking that they don't realise that what they're actually commenting on is Scott's content, is what they're saying. And Alan bores him. Alan's boring me. Oh, Alan. And then they talk to Alan as if Alan's doing it. They go, "Oh, Alan, you're such a fucking idiot," and things like that. Alan's not watching you, anyone. He's not on YouTube. He's on Rumble. Why don't you go into Rumble and leave Alan comments that he will see? Why do you have to go into Scott's to leave comments for Alan? He's not watching. Don't you get that? He's not. No, Scott, he's not watching. He just takes little clips and he gets annoyed with the clips. That's all he's doing. He's not watching you, Scott. There's a lot of people that have walked away from you, Jessup. A lot of people. Lots. More than you care to. You don't realise how many people have walked away from you. And you've created that. You've done that. You've got hate channel.
I'm going to play this because I'm going to see if this is appropriate, if this is all right for...
Hold your phone still. Hope this helps. Sorry, I'm not actually on a phone. I've got actually a camera. Sorry, it's not very good.
No, she's not talking to you.
Oh, it's someone else. It's
She's
another
talking
Eddy.
talking to that Eddy. That Eddy in chat has said something about...
Oh, Eddy.
Is this a court
Hello,
street?
I'm lost. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I'm seeing that.
Agent of the devil, I'm dancing with the Lord of Dance now. Eddy burning hell with Jimmy Savile. When you have your stroke, you'll be on your own. Eddy, when you choke, when you have your stroke, you'll be on your own. You are a liar, I don't care about you. When you have your stroke, you'll be on your own. Eddy, when you choke, when you have your stroke, you'll be on your own. You are a liar, I don't care about you. The gentleman is righteous and he's decent. Eddy burning hell, burn all the demons. The gentleman is righteous and he's decent. Eddy burning hell, burn all the demons.
No, is that...
Well, I mean, I'm just seeing what Admit Audacity is saying. I think he's another big Scott fan.
Yeah.
Said some really vulgar things about me, typing it, like said some horrible things. I mean, I don't care. Honestly, I don't know your Audacity, whatever your name is. I don't. But another delusional person that will think that talking about someone like that to have a stroke and die on their own.
Well, I jotted a few of... I'll listen to this before, because I've only been able to listen to it today because I was putting it on my stream, because I found this. Because I looked after my granddad for 18 months. I packed my job in and I went living with him.
Yeah, right.
I looked after him after he'd had a stroke, and it was the most heartbreaking thing to watch. A man... I moved in with him. We didn't want him going in home because he'd lived in that house for 35 years. I'd only just met my husband.
How old was your granddad, Andy?
He was 70. He was 71 when he had the stroke, and he was 73 when he died.
Right.
So I said, right, I'll pack my job. I had no kids or anything like that. So I said, and he's my best friend. So I moved.
There's different levels.
And
there's different levels of stroke, isn't there? I mean, you can have a mild stroke. You can have
I did everything
one.
for him. I took him to all his hospital appointments. And while I lived with him, he had what they call tics, and they're like mini strokes. And he had a couple of them while I was there, and then he ended up in hospital. He ended up in the hospital then for, he did 8 weeks. And I was at the hospital 3 times a day, morning, noon and night. Whether it was visiting hours or not, I went morning, noon and night. And so it was like I was, even though he was in hospital, I was still going because I wanted to look after him. Even though he had the nurses around him and everything, but that was the last 8 weeks of his life.
Yeah.
They said he was getting better and he was coming round. That was on the Thursday. And I was getting him ready for to come home, and he died on the Saturday. and it
It's weird you should say that.
devastated.
I,
Broke me
it's
world
dreadful, Andy.
apart. It did.
It's dreadful. It is dreadful. Really dreadful. It's interesting you say they thought he was getting better, because when my nan had her stroke, they said she seems to be picking up, and then she died.
Yeah.
And there must be something that happens when you're coming to the end, maybe. I don't know. But stroke is terrible because you lose your bodily functions. You know, you just piss and shit yourself all the time. You slur your words. You don't know where you are. You think you can recognize people, but you can't. You can't speak properly. It is a terrible, terrible thing to happen. But of course, people that are coming in here that are supporting Scott Jessup for saying these things,
Well, I'll just
again,
tell you some words
there's
there.
no shame. There's
It's
no shame.
Burn in Hell with Jimmy Savile. And then it
Yeah.
says, when you have your stroke on your own, and
Yeah.
choke when you have your stroke, chuff a man,
Yeah.
righteous and decent. Now, them words, there's nothing righteous or decent about any of them words.
But the people on his side, the people
I'll
that
be
are
to-
loving his channel, yeah. The people on that side, Andy, would find that very acceptable. No problem at
Not
all.
acceptable
No,
to me at all.
no, of course it's
not
not. It's not acceptable
whatsoever.
to anybody but the people that support him. Look, I've said this before, and Peter Fording has said it about people on the internet. He didn't name Scott, but he said, these people that are saying things about me, he never mentioned Jessup. I knew he was talking about him. He said, would they come into my SGI unit and say the things that they're saying about me to the people that I work with? See, he's a coward. He's paranoid, but he's a coward. And he hides in his little nan's room. He don't go out. He might even have a bracelet around his ankle. I don't even know, right? But I can tell you now, this guy is delusional in thinking that he can say these things, hurt people, because of who he is, and then just brush it off as no big deal. I'm just writing a fun pop song. Why is Andy getting upset about that? I'm just writing a fun pop song. Eddie talked about my nan. No, Eddie said your nan would turn in her grave, Scott, and she would. Your nan would turn. She's turning in her grave now as we speak, Scott. You are vulgar. You are cruel, nasty. You are. I could write a list of who you are. There are people in your world, Scott, that haven't got the balls to tell you what you are and what you've become. And a super cool chuffer is not who you are. You talk all smooth and cool, but you're not smooth and cool. You know, you threatening me the way you do, saying that if we was in a pub together, it'll all go off. Well, there's one problem with that. You don't leave your bedroom, so how can you go to a pub? They're the old days, Scott. They're the old days before you went further than the toilet. You don't do anything. The only place you do when you go out is to meet the people that you buy your drugs from. That's it. You don't do anything. You don't go anywhere. You have no life. You aren't going on holidays. You're doing nothing. Let me make a prediction for you, Scott. You're going to carry on growing old, doing nothing. And do you know what I'm going to do, Scott? I'm going to just keep uploading music videos. And when you keep coming into my channel, and you probably noticed, Scott, I've not banned you from my channel because I find your comments, I mean, he comes in, Andy, and he leaves comments and then he deletes his own comments. Can you think about that? He comes into the channel, he leaves a nasty comment, and then he comes back and deletes the comment. Why would you do that? What kind of nutter would do that? Well, I'll tell you what kind of nutter. Scott Jessup.
Yeah.
Scott Jessup, the nutter. And I don't care that people are coming in here that support him, saying that we're wrong. Eddie, are you creating controversy for the sake of it and to get a reaction? No, I'm creating awareness that people like him need to be put in their place and be taken down from YouTube. They need to be gracious enough to change their content. This isn't about me. This isn't about me. You know, if it was, I'd be doing all this on my channel. So no, it's not about me. I think we've had a really good time tonight, and I think we've covered a lot of serious shit around having a bit of a laugh as well.
A bit of a laugh and a couple of
laugh. Bit of a laugh. He's having a bit of a laugh, you are.
Bit
You're
of
having
a
a laugh. I'm
laugh,
having a laugh.
mate.
Bit of a laugh, all right. Hey, mate, you go from having a bit of a laugh to you're having a fucking laugh,
That
mate.
one caught me.
So yeah, you're having a bloody laugh, you are. But no, I do think it's been good for people to see how we feel. Scott, you've been asking me to come out the woodwork and say my piece. I'm not prepared to talk about Nicola Bulley on here and my findings because that would take 5 hours of Andy's time, and I'm not going to do that now. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. Do you not understand that, Scott? You don't intimidate me. Nothing you say, nothing your peanut gallery say about me means anything. Nothing. Nothing you do. Do you understand that nothing you say means anything to me? You are insignificant. My next song from Unsupervised is going to be insignificant. I'm going to write a song insignificant. That's what you are, Jessup. You're insignificant. You're a nothing. You're a no one. You're a lonely old man. You're a cat weasel. That's what you are. You are cat weasel. He's cat weasel. He's cat weasel. So anyway, that's my view on Scott. Other than everything I've said tonight, Andy, can I just say,
Well,
other than all that, I think he's a really nice guy. I think he's a really nice. Other than all of that,
forget
I
all
think he's a
that.
really, really. Other than that, he's a really, really nice guy. You know, really nice guy.
Apart from everything we said tonight, he's nice.
Yeah. Apart from all of that, you know, and the other shit he said about other people as well. I mean,
Yeah.
apart from all of that as well.
Apart from all that too.
And slapping women when a woman needs a slap. Yeah. Apart from that as well.
Yeah.
And the way that he talks sexually about women, how I love the way he looks into the camera and tells people this is what I like to do with women. Who gives a shit what you like to do with women, Jessup? So yeah, apart from that as well,
What he likes to
really
do with women that he can't get.
That's right, yeah.
You can't.
With his little small penis.
You can't get over. You can't.
Eddie, so nasty, awful, jealous, tiny man. I read that before you deleted it. Yeah, Eddie's so nasty. Eddie's so nasty. Just telling the truth about Scott Jessup. Scott Jessup's a really nice man. He's my favourite. I love him so much. I don't care when he says all them things that he says. I know he's only joking. It's just funnies. No, it's not funnies, Scott. Nothing you say is funnies. Nothing. There are some really good people here. Yes, there are. There are some really good people here. And thank you, Benjamin. Well said, Eddie. Yeah. Aha, Eddie. So jealous. Yeah, that's right, Colette. I'm so jealous. Or is it a different Eddie? Or is it me? I don't know. There's two
I don't
Eddies
know
in the
which.
room there. Sing I'm a sunflower instead. What? Tina Brown. We haven't talked about his kiddie computer games. I know. I did put that in the thing. His kiddie computer games. Sits there playing a kiddie computer game, looking in the camera, trying to talk sensible at something like politics. You know what I mean? He'd be talking about he'd be tapping away. You'll hear his fingers tapping away, and he'd be following some it's like 15-year-old gamester. You know, I tell you, Tina, he's stuck in the past. His head is stuck as a teenager. That's what he is.
His head's stuck up his ass. That's who it's at. Right, I've got a song.
But look,
I've got a song for Players 8. It's one of Slinky's.
Oh, excellent. Let's hear
Because
that.
I'm cold and it's 12 now. And my dogs, I've had locked my dogs in because they've dug under the fence and they all want to wait for a pee now.
Let me say goodbye to everyone. And it's been really wonderful being here. Yes, rest in peace, Nicola Bulley. I believe we've had the Bulley family back, Peter Forden, and all creators. Keep your spirits up. Don't let this man get to you. But thank you, everyone, whether it be good or bad. Thanks for everyone for being here today. I've really enjoyed it. So thank you. Let's hear that song.
Eddie says I'm a tramp now. Thanks, Eddie. Well, what do you expect when a woman comes on? That could be Everest again, that though, wasn't it? Dressed as a tramp. You're just a tramp. Tramp.
Are you okay, Eddie? Yeah, of course. Oh no, it's a different Eddie. There's one Eddie with an IE. There's another Eddie with a what?
Because it just seems funny that Everest was on about smoking and being tramps, and now Eddie's coming now and smoking and swearing and being a tramp. I want to be a tramp. I'm the lady in the tramp.
Thanks, Patricia. Yeah, night to you too. Keep up your good work. Keep up your good work. Wonderful channel you've got. No. Look, there's some really good people out there that say some really positive things and
Yeah,
and
there's
share
just
some
the
positive vibes.
odd few idiots.
Yeah.
How many idiots?
But it's been lovely being here.
It's been nice.
Andy, thanks for having me.
It's been nice having you, Chaz.
We'll do it again.
Definitely.
We'll do it again.
Definitely. Just stay where you are though, Eddy. Don't go.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, thanks,
I won't
guys.
do.
Thanks all for coming, and it's good to see you all in chat. And I love you. I love you all. Love you all. And I'm a tramp.
Thanks, Sandra.
I'm a tramp. I'm a fucking tramp.
The lady is a tramp. The lady is a tramp. There's a song called "The Lady is a Tramp."
That's why the lady is a tramp.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Look, Susan said thanks, Eddie, and taking the pish as well. That's nice. It's white. It's Eddie with a
Good
Y.
night, love.
But that's all
Thanks,
right.
Susan.
Thank you. Good night, Eddie and Andy.
Oh, thanks, Colette. I love Colette.
She's
You're
lovely.
funny. Thanks for coming. I like that name. You're funny.
Sinatra. I think it was. Yeah, it was.
Thank you. Thanks.
Sinatra.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. I'm going to play you out with Slinky songs, so don't go anywhere just yet. I'm just gonna put this one on. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Just that. Smarties, cold cup of tea. I am the super chuffer. Look at only me. Feelings don't matter. They don't exist. Except when they're mine, they help with the grief. I say I care. I ignore you the best. I am the super chuffer. Battery exhausted. I'm better than you. My jokes are fantastic, you won't find better than me. Cause I'm the messiah, putting people down, tear them to shreds. I don't care who I hurt, cause I am the best. I'll tell you a secret. Alan's my dad, we work together for tickies. And I tell you he lies, I am the super chuffer, the best that will ever be. But I will call you names if you don't agree with me. Ooh, ooh.
I like it.